Chillout on it.
Oh, can you guys hear me right now? Sorry about that. But yeah, guys, like I said, uh, tease out, chill out. You know what it is. Just make sure that you guys all follow the rules and that we're all here, to have fun, and be respectful, courteous to one another. Man bashing, no woman bashing. Simple enough. Sorry, guys, I had to repeat that just in case my freaking mic was being a hoe. All in all, guys, just feel free to ask me any questions for anything, and I'll start a conversation up because I don't start off with a convo and then chill out. Hold on. Oh, Christ. Sorry, guys, stretching out. It's not nuclear. Not nuclear. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Had to get some stuff. All right. Yo, Jaren, how you doing? Kill day. You're welcome to come on up or ask any questions in the chat if you want. Like I said, the link is in the chat if you want to come on in. You can ask. You can start off our Chillout Session number 30. Or you decide to come on up. Right now, I'm not really talking about anything. That's why I said that's how the Chillout Sessions normally are. I'll let you guys pick the topic, and then I answer in kind gesture. See, hold on, guys. See. Yeah, I'm original. And to anybody out here who's watching right now, guys, I'm not showing myself on camera right now because there's nobody on, and also I'm just staring at myself. You know how it is. Hold on, Jerry. I'm gonna put you up. I see you, man. Now I'll show myself. Once I fix this freaking thing. Yeah, there we go.
What's happening, man?
How you doing?
Good. How about you?
I'm all right. I had to do some stuff today, but relaxing. Only day off this week I get before next week comes up.
Oh, okay.
So how you been and what you been up to?
Damn. Like, I don't know. Same as fucking usual, bro.
Wait, Jaron, I never asked you. Do you work by any chance? Work a job?
Mm-mm.
You don't work? Are you in school?
No. I tried that. I tried to get a job and go to school, but all that is a flop. You know that. Let me say this to you because of like the only thing I need to focus on is myself and my dreams and goals. You know, my attention is to do YouTube here and do acting and filmmaking and podcasting and motivate people. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my goal.
Okay. No, I can understand that, man. If it was something that's drive thing. So, just curious to hear yours. $1. Put him back in the rotation. All right, there we go. That'll work. So anybody's wondering what I'm playing, guys? I'm playing NBA 2K2. 22. My bad. Reason why I'm because I'm a Heat fanboy, so I'm running my little observation of the season of how it will do. And for to anybody who's wondering who I have on my team, guys, I have Devin Booker. I got rid of Kyle Lowry to get Devin Booker a real shooter, young and he talented. So I did that, and the simulation is running good. We're at 15, not 15. What was that? We're 50 and 16 right now, or 17. Like they got 70 wins and 17 losses. What I've simulated and what I've been playing it, so I haven't been starting it over. So it just shows that it works. Hello, Venus Martinez. How you doing? ¿Cómo estás, señorita? She says hello to everyone. Thank you so
Hello.
much. I have not seen you on in chat in a while. And shout out to you in Canada. Well, obviously not Canada, but I think it's not Toronto. You're Ontario, Canada. Yeah, shout out. Well, like I said, shout out to where you are in Canada. Dead ass. Shit, I wish I could. Like, honestly, I'm gonna be real. I think I might just become a full-on northerner. I'm originally from the north. I'm like, fuck the heat. Dead ass. I wouldn't be mad at all the cold. I'll be honest. Like I said, I'd rather be chilly than having to be hot, having to take 3 showers a day, trying to get water. So yeah, and thank you for the like. Much appreciated. Muchas gracias. And Venus, if and anytime you ever want to come on to actually speak, about your experiences in Ontario, I would love to have you on here. And I'll be honest, I'll say this. I'll make it a one-on-one so you and me can speak, and I don't have other people on cutting you off or anything like that. Of course, like when we're done with the interview, I'll have some people come on one at a time and ask you a question. Some of the man Jaren here, I like him to, he would probably want to ask you a question about where you stay at. I don't mean where, and when I say where you stay at, I mean like what's it like at the state, or more so the city that you're at, like the atmosphere of the place, what's there to do, how much fun can you have over there? Like I would ask questions like that. That's what I mean by that. I'm not a savage. Not when I need you. I said that's on my good days. I'm not. Let's see. Remove changes and exit. Let's see. But Jaren, do you have any topics you like to talk about today? Anything particularly? As long as that man and woman bashing. That's all I say.
No.
But other than
The
that,
only thing that I wanted to talk about that really close to my heart is about interracial relationships. That's what I want to talk about.
All right, let's go. Let's do it, man. I like this. Let's do this.
You see, like the reason I brought this topic up because like I support interracial relationships and I love it. For that because it's a beautiful thing, to be honest with you. I know some people who are not approve of seeing other people from other race and other different cultures, like because like you see like a white man with a black woman and a black man with a white woman, and then you see a black man with an Asian woman, you see a black woman with an Asian man, you see a black man with a Latino woman, you see a black woman with a Latino man, you see other type of race, you see every type of race. You see like a white woman with a black man and an Asian man, a Latino man, and every type of race. Like a black man, same like what a white man with a black woman, and an Asian woman, a Latino woman, and South Asian, South Indian woman, like every type of race you see, like even with black men with South Indian woman, I mean South Indian men, So what I'm saying is because I have a preference, I have a type. I prefer interracial relationships, and that is the truth, and that like I just like I don't care about everyone else's judgment or their opinion, but their opinions do not matter, and I understand that. But choices that we make, it's up to us, you know. Like like I said, like it's nothing wrong with
Jeremy froze. Jerome?
oh shit, what happened?
Yeah, you froze for a second. Go ahead, continue.
Oh my god, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I apologize for it. At least you weren't echoing. Cool. You just kind of
So
stopped when you went in your explanation. I'm just like, what happened? I'm like, you froze.
oh my god.
But you're
Okay.
fine. I can hear you right now. You're moving. I can see you. Don't worry. Continue.
Okay, so what I'm trying to say is like what bothers me that people are going to play this race card and saying these names that I do not want to say it, that you see like you know the words sellout, a coon, and even a race traitor. Like what's it got to do with anything, you know? We all
Those
human
to me,
beings.
those are some extreme like hicks at that point. I haven't run into that, but I'm gonna say this right now. For me, they're really insane right now. Like those are like to me, they would be the equivalent of a cult.
Mm-hmm.
Extreme cultists is what they are, and they breed the same hate that that they claim other people are doing to them. So I was just like, yeah, you're not any better. So that's how I treat them. But continue.
So yeah, because like we it's not just like one race, it's the human race. Because people have been saying like you stick to your own kind, you be with this person, you be with your own, like you hate your mama, you anything like that. Like no, like you don't know anything. Like people gonna bring this up like self hate and your mama's black and your father's black and all that all that bullshit. And like, do I really want to hear that shit? Do
No.
I really want to hear that bullshit? No. If you wanted to bring this race war in this race car, that because you see other brothers who chose to be in a interracial relationship dating out, like you're the one is the problem. You're the one cares so much about these other brothers who dating outside of the race. Like I support, like it's nothing wrong with it. I don't bash black women who dating outside the race as well. I supported it, you know. I support their decision. Like right on.
Mm-hmm.
But but with other black women who see a black man with dating outside of the race, they have a problem and they get mad for no reason. I don't give a shit how mad they are and pissed off they are. Like, don't do not be a hypocrite that because you see other brothers dating out, with you doing the same thing, and that's not fair. That's definitely not fair. So, like, for because where I come from, I get along with everybody, including the Asian community. You know what I'm saying? Every single race.
Right.
Like, because you're gonna say, like, where's the children gonna be like? They're gonna be beautiful. They're kids, no matter what they look like. You want to talk about kids brought into this world because they look different, because they are mixed. What the fuck has got to do with anything about bringing children into this world? That because they look different, because they mix. What's it got to do with anything? You gotta let these people live their own life. Let them handle the situations, okay? Let them do whatever the hell they want. If that worries you so much, like you gotta worry about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta worry about your own life and not worry about what others think. We got our own. They got their own situations they have to deal with
Mm. Right.
because if they want to have kids, let them do what they gotta do. Let them have kids.
No, THPP Network. Thanks for stopping by. I would like to have you on for this topic if you want to talk about it. We're talking about interracial. Yeah, Jerome brought up the conversation of interracial couples, marriage, and dating, all that. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that, and have you actually had that experience? But like I said, the link is in the chat for you to come in. But Jerome, continue.
Like anyway, if some people are gonna judge other couples because they aren't in a mixed relationship and they worry about what the children's going to be like and you worry about what's going to happen to the kids, like you got to worry about yourself. Like I said before, kids are going to be kids no matter what they look like, because what they doing is their business, not yours. Because what I'm doing is none of your business as well. Because when you see me in a mixed relationship, which I prefer to, let me worry about my situations and my life and my happiness. Let me do what I gotta do. Let them do what they got to do. So like you cannot not just tell them like saying like you deserve better and you're supposed to stick with your own kind. Like fuck you. Like fuck you. Like you gotta worry about your goddamn self and let me do me. I don't give a shit what other people think. Let me do me. Let me worry about my happiness, which is none of your damn business. So like I don't bump into your business. We're in a relationship, but you have no right to bump into mine. I'm not in a relationship yet. I don't have kids, but it may be in the future. I wanted that. I wanted that. But because if you worry about race and what other people are going to think or going to say about children brought into this world because of what they look different, you worry about what other couples because they experience with other cultures, you are the part of the problem. Other people are not going to care what you think. They got to live their own lives. I'm speaking it for the heart. I'm speaking to every single interracial couples out there who had their negative experience about other people. I'm speaking this to y'all, to all of y'all. If one of y'all in interracial relationships, you go for it. It's beautiful. You live your own life. You do what makes you happy. Stop worrying about other people, what they think, including your own family and your friends. If they not approve of that, you gotta live your own life. You gotta worry about yourself because you're an adult. You're a grown person. Y'all grown ass people. I gotta live your own life. It doesn't matter what everybody else thinks, okay? That is your choice. The choices that you make is up to you. It's up to you. They don't get to decide and make that choice. They don't get the demands. They don't tell you what to do. You got to do things your way, not their way, your way. It does not fucking matter. Because at the end of the day, we have every right to live our own life and our own things. Like interracial love matters.
Oh,
I re-
Prime. I'm so sorry, Jerome. I'm so sorry. I hate to cut you off, brother.
Mhm.
Shout out to Problem Studies. Salute, appreciate it, brother. If you want to come on up and actually speak upon this, because I remember you and me were supposed to originally do a stream about interracial dating, which we could still probably do, but Jaren's kind of sharing his thoughts on that right now. So I'd like to hear you. I'd like to hear your thoughts. I wanted the THPP one to come on up too to hear what he had to say. But if you can stop by for a couple of minutes before you dip out, if you got something important to do, I understand. But go ahead, John, continue. I'm so sorry to keep cutting you off.
Hey, it's all good. It's all good. So like anyway, I wanted to say like I wanted
Hey, Grover.
to want y'all to just do y'all research
Hey
about
guys.
interracial relationship. Because back in the old days, like it was illegal in the United States
Yup.
based on the civil rights movement with Martin Luther King and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I didn't know that at that time that at the UK was accepted, but here in the United States it was not accepted. If y'all go to Google and do y'all research, y'all learn the history about the 20th century about interracial love. If y'all go to Google right now and see what I'm talking about, y'all know because y'all know that interracial love was a thing back then, you know.
All right,
Yeah,
Because
Jared.
the
I don't.
Oh,
the
Jared.
court
Mhm.
case.
Go ahead, Grover. I want you to speak too.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt you. The court case was Lovings versus Virginia that made it. It was actually a privacy case that made it that people loving each other was just a case of privacy, so it was upheld by the Constitution.
Tushin.
Uh,
Yeah.
but also, I want to point out that interracial relationships were very accepted during slavery as long as that person was considered your property. So I think we need to understand that there's in the United States, there's always been interracial relationships. Now we're in a fortunate position that you're interracial
Yeah.
I'm 19%, you know, and I'm like, so something happened on. But
Yeah.
I was listening to what Mr. Patton was saying earlier, and I do agree with you that people should just love who they want to love. I mean, my wife's from Oaxaca, Mexico, and you know, uh, and right now she was
I'm
watching
just
like
happy you have a
this.
wife. That's the
Oh
benefit
yeah,
of me
yeah,
pouring
yeah,
love and respect to another brother right there. Because I'm glad
yeah.
you got a
Well,
wife. Period.
I mean, I'm pretty open with it. You know, I don't like. It's like there's some dudes who be married that be hiding it, but I'm not. You know,
Yeah, I'd be like,
uh,
screw this. I'll be like, yo, listen. I'll be like, listen. I'll be
yeah,
like, yes, are y'all cats paying my bills? Get the hell
no,
out of my
no.
business. That's how I see it.
But I think like I'm probably the first generation in the United States that was born where interracial relationships were like pretty normalized, and we didn't look at it as taboo. So like my father's generation, he looked at it and he'd say like interracial relationships, you got to have something in common. You know, like what are you going to talk to this lady about? I
Right.
hope I don't have an echo because I'm in my car and I'm on my
You're fine,
phone.
sir. I hear
You're
no
Okay.
you're
echo.
good.
You are
You're good. You're
fine.
Yeah,
good,
I
You're
man.
know.
clean
I
right
would
now. You're good,
I would hate to ruin the quality of the show with my janky equipment because I usually set up at
sir.
home.
You are fine. You are
But
fine.
Sir, you're all good, man.
You are
You're
all
all
good.
good.
thank you,
This isn't
gentlemen.
F and F. You were good with me. So
Mhm.
no.
But I would just really say, you know, with interracial relationships, it's you can't overlook the challenges that you're gonna have. Like there's challenges I have with my wife's family who are lovely people who I mean I love them, they love me, but they're still like me, my family, we're very out in the open and like with discipline and like I have a really traditional Southern Baptist family that you like. Not only will you get your ass whooped, but you're gonna get talked down to while you're getting in trouble. You know, it's that tongue lashing and that shame, and their
Yes, sir.
family doesn't have that, so it's very different for her
Yeah, it's
when
very different.
like what are the kids they're doing something. I'm like, boy, if you don't cut this shit, stand your ass in the corner. And they look at me like like I might as well have just took my belt off and just started whooping ass. And
They
so there's
equated it
always
to that.
yeah, there's always going to be some traditional changes. I mean, I'm also somebody who lived in two different countries when I was younger, you know. So like living in Europe, like I heard you say that. I mean, it's totally. I lived in France, and there was more interracial couples than I could count. Same race couples, like I mean, like them Nigerian brothers and those Congolese brothers had their French women swooning, and it was just the way it was. And so I was sitting there. I didn't even. And you don't even think about it. Like you don't even think about it. When I lived in Thailand, everybody who I dated was, Thai. When I dated people there, I never thought. So I think that outside of the United States, I thought about race less than I ever have any place else. Every place I visit, in the United States, race is kind of in your face. Outside of the United States, I mean, even places in Latin America, it's just not the same. And there's a lot of people, like the first black president in the Americas was Vicente Guerrero from Mexico. And so he was the first African president. That was in the 1800s. So we have to act like we have to act like, and we have to understand that. I mean, folks are already used to seeing that. And Vicente Guerrero was married he wasn't married to an Afro Latina. He was married to a Latina, right? But he was Afro Latino. He was from Guerrero, which is where Acapulco is, and he was a black man. He was a descendant of African. So I think that as far as interracial relationships goes, and I'm about to run into jiu-jitsu right now, so I'm not gonna hold y'all forever. And I apologize.
No, sir. I just wanted to hear your
experience. Yeah.
Cool. So cool. I actually don't care with you talking for a long while. I don't care. I want to hear your experience. Your thoughts.
As far as interracial relationships goes, I've been in quite a few of them because, like I said, I was a first generation. And to me, it's not a preference. I stopped looking at how someone, the race they were as a preference. And I stopped that a long time ago. And I just started looking at qualities of a person that I wanted to spend time with. Because as a man, your time is your most precious commodity. You don't know how much you have. It could be over tomorrow. I mean, look, both of you young men, I hope y'all live another 80 years. But chances are you're not. And so tomorrow is not guaranteed. So if you're spending your time with somebody strictly based on a superficial reason, then you're wasting time. Time is more important than money, way more important than money. And money's number 2 on my list, but number 1 is time. Why is time more important with money? Because time is super finite, but you don't understand how finite it is. It can run out tomorrow. And also your mental peace. So if you start dating people knowing that your time is precious, your money is very important, so you don't want to date somebody who's just recklessly spending or doing anything crazy or financially irresponsible that can drag you down. And then your mental peace is the third most important thing you have. If you date with that in mind, you got to throw away the race because, not all of those things can be found. Those are personality traits in people that doesn't exactly gravitate to one race or another. And so that's how I started looking at it. And man, I started thinking like this in '91. So I was like 17 years old. I started thinking like this, which I just told everybody how old I am. So I was 17 and 91.
well, to agree with you, Grover. Like I stopped. See, the thing is with me, I've my interactions when I was younger, more so with a Hispanic girl when I was 14 to 15, around that time. And I was around my own neighborhood because, like I said, there was never like a thing to say you got to stay away from other races. And there was never a thing about that when I came up growing up. That's why I never had this inbuilt bias like only sisters are available. Leave other race alone. Never got taught that. Never got told that. I was just told to be respectful, don't be disrespectful to one another. Don't start shit, don't start fights. Simple enough. The simple basic shit that a parent tells a kid is what I got told. Right. And like I think I liked her for her. Mm-hmm. Like we kissed a lot, we walked a lot together, talked about things on each other. And when I got my Asian girl in high school, it was a different thing, and I'm like, this totally changed my mind about like not them. It was just about like when I treat them like people, or I don't treat them like a different race or whatever. When I treat them as simply different, just people and simple courtesy. Mm-hmm. When I have that mindset, it actually sets me up for good things and gets me to discover more about a person. Because the thing is, I was always trying to figure out the person, not simply to smash them. It was simply to get to know the person at the time. Right. Even though your communication skills are shitty when you're younger, but when you get older, they're a hell of a lot better. They should be, at least.
Well, we would hope that everybody would evolve as they get older, but some people suffer from arrested development and stay right where they were. Me, myself, when I looked for my wife, the thing that attracted me to her was the positive relationship she had with men that she respected in her life, and that was
That's
super important to me. So our first
yeah.
date, her dad called and she said, "You know what? My dad never calls. I got to take this phone call." And I seen the way she talked to her dad, and I was like, she was like, and then she came back and apologized to me because she was being rude to me, and I was like, "You're not
Hmm.
being rude. You're not being rude to
Mm.
me.
Not being
You're
rude, but that was a
yeah,
nice gesture you just did that there.
yeah, yeah."
So it tells me that you care. So yeah.
Well, it taught me that she had respect for people, respect for me, and respect for men in general. Now, I'm not saying that you gotta bow down to men or anything like that. That's not my
No, no.
point. But my point is that I'm if I'm somebody who wants to live a certain way, I have to look for someone who wants to live that way with me. Because I'm an adult, she's an adult. I'm not gonna raise her. So if I'm looking for someone who understands that maybe it's okay to have a strong male figure around, and that's what she looks for, then that's what I should go. That's what I should gravitate towards. So like I wasn't looking for a race of person. I didn't say, man, if I could just find this Mexican girl, this and that. I looked for if I can find somebody, and at my age too, I was already in my 40s. I'm like, can I find somebody who that when I have this mental peace at home, who's gonna add value to my life and who can respect me, because the respect that she gives me makes me go super hard for her and make sure she's okay. You can't go hard for somebody who don't respect you, and I
No.
think a lot of things
No.
in relationships are lost with that. And so I mean, like, man, hey, y'all want to date somebody outside of your race and somebody tells you not to, I'm not gonna get too explicit, but I
No.
remember I
Go, you can
remember
go. You can go ham here. It's cool.
I remember Eddie Murphy said something, and they said they told me not to be so mean. Richard Pryor said, "Tell him suck my dick," because they were like, tell her to kiss your ass. Like, who the fuck is anybody to tell you who the fuck that you could be with? Like, really? Are they in the bedroom? They gonna be there for the ups and downs and trials and tribulations? They gonna come and mediate the arguments? What you doing? No, it's on you. And as a man, you bear a lot of brunt of responsibility when things go wrong. Man, people always say, "Oh, he was a dog. He did this. He did that. He did this. He did that. Oh, he was just too
I
this.
did
Oh,
order.
he worked too much. He did that. Oh." So all of that stuff you go through, all of the risk, and you know what? If you're gonna take on a risk, then you should at least take on a risk of that relationship with somebody that you truly
Yes,
get
sir.
along with.
And I want
Gentlemen,
everybody to listen to what he just said because that is
yeah.
true.
So
That's what you got to take
so
care of. That's responsibility, and that is
yeah.
your burden to take as well.
Yeah, hey, a lot of times I see a lot of men who don't want to take responsibility. Being a man is you need to be responsible. I
Right.
mean,
That's the point of being a
there's
man.
layers of responsibility. There's being an adult, fully formed adult. That means that you take care of yourself, you feed yourself, this and that. There's being a man, and there's being a man who's a leader. And these are all different levels of responsibility. There's a lot of men who don't lead. Well, look, I mean, and being a leader, I mean, like leader in business, leader at home, a leader in other places. I happen to be a leader at my business, a leader at other places. So I have a lot of responsibility. So why am I going to take on all this responsibility and not do it with somebody who I truly want to do it with because of something superficial as what 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 part of the world their family came from? That's stupid.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah, I feel
Guys,
the
I hate
same
to
way,
run, but
Grover.
I'm about to go do some jujitsu. My class is starting in about 15 minutes. I'm a change and throw on
Awesome.
I'm gonna throw on my
Awesome,
pajamas
brother.
and get choked out by men younger than me that I don't really appreciate it.
What?
But
Okay, that should not happen. Ain't nobody gonna
hey,
choke you
hey,
out.
hey, there's a lot of black belts I roll with. There are a lot of really high level guys. So I don't roll with the kiddies. So, but I
No, I
appreciate you.
got you.
Thanks for inviting me up, man. I try to catch
Thank-
you whenever I can. It's just that I was like literally when you came on, I was driving in traffic and stuff. So,
Oh,
respect,
okay.
man. You keep doing your thing, dude. Keep doing your thing.
No,
Keep
no, no, no,
grinding.
no. You too, sir. Thank you for even coming up here because I need to invite you.
Yeah.
I really want to get you more up on here whenever you're not too busy, and also just to like I said, just to hear your thoughts. Like I said, I love hearing the older people talk. Personally, for me,
Yeah.
because I'm not
Me
because
too.
I,
Me
yeah, man,
too.
because I'm not with just hear the young and on a freaking charade crowd. I'm not with that shit. I need to hear everybody.
Yeah.
hmm
I'm 31.
man,
Bro, I need to hear the older people.
Yeah, and I'm
They can
30.
help me prepare me for certain things.
I appreciate it.
Mhm.
So
You know,
yeah, so your experience
something I
matters.
did do
Sir.
when I was younger is all of my mentors were always a lot older than me, and my mentors were always far more successful than I was. And even at the time, like I tried to get with people who were like when I was 25, I tried to find a mentor who was more successful at 25 than I was at 25. So because look, it's easy to find somebody. If you find a 50-year-old dude and he's more successful than you at 30, that's pretty easy to do, right? But
Yeah.
I want to find somebody who was further along at their stage of life than I was. And then I want to find out, how did you get there and how did you get here? A lot of times finding mentors, you don't necessarily have to like them and like hang out with them and be around them. Your mentor, you have to be able to connect.
Really.
You have to be able to connect the dots and find out what they did, take that information and use it. It's an apprenticeship. It's an apprenticeship.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
what it
mentorship is.
is.
Anyway, fellas, y'all take care. Have a great one.
All right, sir.
Have a
Enjoy your
great stream.
jiu-jitsu class.
Yeah, I'll come and check. I'll come and check the replay, man, when I'm done. Y'all be cool, okay?
Definitely, sir. All right, be safe.
All right, respect.
Nice
All
to
right.
meet you, by the way. He's a good man. He's a good man.
He's a really good man. Trust me. He's been on panels before, and I really love I love his explanations, his kind words, and his statements. They make a lot of sense. Like his way of thinking is just so like not the normal of like crazy freaking young motherfuckers saying like bow down to me shit. Like I don't want to hear it. I never want to hear that. Whenever I hear that, I'm sorry. I'll be honest. Some of our cats that we know take that shit a little too far. I'm like, bro, don't need to bow down to me because I would never bow down to anybody. No.
Right.
Hear me, listen, yes, but you ain't got to bow down to me. That's just kind of wild to me. Because now you sound like Ramesses. We all know what happened to him, right? If anybody read the Bible, like I know Moses' story, you know what happens to that dude. So I think twice about saying you somebody like that.
Right. You're not so don't be like Ramesses and say like, well, what Jay just said. Okay, so like we don't
comes due on some bare mortal shit.
Right.
And that motherfucker's right too. The bill comes due always.
Exactly.
Cinema Therapy said it, and a couple of cats I know have said that shit to me before. That's why I've learned to tell the truth more often and just not have to really like fake anything. And at this point in my life, guys, I've not faked anything at all. More often than not, I learned telling the truth is easier than lying because lying takes effort. It's the truth. I ain't got nothing to have to hide behind the back of my head. Now, that's probably one thing I'm not telling the truth about with you guys. Not in the sense of not telling you, like I said, in the sense of not giving you all my information out. Like, because some things I should keep private and some things I can reveal to you. Like I said, more often about my life, more often than not, it is what it is there. My past, I could talk about that. That's fine. Because I don't mind telling people, and I think more people need to hear it. Not to feel bad for me, whatever. It's just more along the lines of me letting you know that this stuff happens to young boys, and also it's a fucking fight sometimes within yourself, and not just other people. But like not to derail the conversation, but let's get back to the interracial thing, guys. We'll talk about it a little bit more. Wally, whenever you want to come in, you're welcome to come in, brother. You're always welcome to come in. They say listening to music right now, but yeah, like I said, because we can always go back to the interracial thing anytime. Like I said, I just wanted to have a topic for us to start off with. We got 44 minutes, and I won't say 44, 20. It was like either 20 all the way to 45 is what we got to. So we got like 30 minutes in a little bit. So we did good right there. I don't really have a particular topic to start off on next. I think because I was on a panel, we talked about like world stuff already. Like I think we covered the whole lady don't feed your kids and stuff. I'm pretty much done with that. Oh, hold on. Oh. And guys, by the way, if I look down, it's because my homeboy where he's in contact with me right now. We're talking about some shit of probably like getting a place together and shit just to chill. Even though I got 4 roommates in this motherfucker. Well, I said 3. I'm the 4th. There's a difference. Step brother's here with me, so it's 2 of us, and then there's like 2 other cats. And I gotta I shouldn't tell anybody this information, but I got somebody visiting us right now. Family member. at our place. But all in that, like I said, all in all, like I said for the chat, if you guys have something you would like for us to talk to, we can talk about it specifically. Trust me, I don't want to hear shit about bowing down to me or some nonsense bullshit. I don't want to hear that shit. That shit sounds crazy every time I hear it. Bow down to the man? The fuck?
Yeah, like if people say that shit to me, like, nah, bro.
No. Like I said, somebody we know has said it, and like I said, I got a lot of love and respect for him, but it's kind of wild that he said. And I know sometimes he may be sometimes he may come off a little facetious. That's fine. I can tell it, but bro, you cannot say bow down to him. That's crazy to me, whether he's a king or not. And I know I hear that phrase a lot, that we are kings. Trust me, and not everybody's born a king. Personally, it's not a way of putting anybody down when I say that. You have to work. First of all, you have to work yourself hard to become a king. Specifically, none of you guys were born like T'Challa, so I don't want to hear that shit. To me,
right.
you're not. Same thing with me. Like, for example, I could be freaking Jon Snow. Born similar to Jon Snow. I ain't a freaking king, motherfucker. Well, technically, the only difference, the anomaly would be him because he technically was heir to the throne, but the difference with him is he refused it. That's what I do. I refuse certain bullshit. I refuse labels, stereotypes, all that shit. I know they exist, and I accept that they exist, but like I said, that's a generalization. I don't accept that shit. I don't. Other people can. I'm not saying you can't, but I'm not gonna do it. Pacific Standard Time. Thanks again. All right, but sorry, I was reading something, guys, so I'm kind of like doing 3 different things at once, really. Wally said he's coming up now. That's awesome, guys in the chat. Like I said, throw us a question. Go ahead. Come on, I know y'all can't be restless, y'all. Like, y'all talk all day, y'all friends and shit. Y'all ain't got nothing more to talk about. Yeah. Oh, and to everybody here, I just started the first episode of Miss Marvel. Took me a freaking while. I was doing stuff. I was working this whole week, bro. You think I got time to watch everything? Not to mention, I got back into my Vikings, which I love. I love that series, by the way. I love Vikings, man. I love Vikings. Really good. Shit, I wish I was part Celtic, bro. I can give me a Viking funeral. That's why. So when I do go, hey man, I'm going with the sea. My ashes disperse into the sky. So yeah, I'd be cool with that. I really would be cool with that. You got to get one of the rusty boats though, but make sure you get the straw in there and light me, so we all good. How you doing, Wally?
Hey, Wally.
I'm doing great today, John.
You got it.
Right?
Yeah, you got my name right. You got my name
right.
Hold on. Let me get some water real quick and I'll come back and join the conversation.
Well, wait, you get some water?
Yeah, I'm gonna get some water. Then I'm gonna come back.
Oh man, I should get some water too. All right, Jaren, you're in charge for a second. I gotta get a bottle of water real quick too. Only reason why is because anytime we have these long conversations, my throat gets dry sometimes.
Yeah, mine's too. So like, I gotta get some water as well.
All right, guys, we will hold on. I gotta put the thing up for a second. We'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, guys. They said we'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. Sorry about that. Yeah, we're back.
Yeah, I'm back here.
I'm right here. Come on, Lassie. If I really got all these subscribers, I wonder where the hell they're at.
Well, a few of them are my clones. I'll give you that.
Are they?
Yep. Because I helped you get around like you were close to like 100, so I gave you that.
Yeah, I'm close.
I gave you that.
We got VA Splash tonight. I got this, and also I have my bottle of water here, which I did. I drank one earlier before I ate the ice cream and shit. I'm gonna be doing a little bit of exercise on the stream. Oh man, that's technically okay. That's you're muted, Jaron.
I got
I'm gonna
that.
say two things. One, I haven't drinking that in forever, and I love that. But at the second time, I can't drink that no more, so it's not really good for you anymore. But it's still awesome. I know it's awesome.
That Monster?
No, it's a cherry Dr. Pepper, bro. That shit is so damn good.
Oh.
I haven't seen that in forever. Bro,
yeah, I can't
bro,
drink
I
that stuff
remember I used to be the wave, man. That shit used to be good as fuck. Buy the motherfuckers in cans.
I gotta stay away from that.
Hey, man, okay, so there was some sports shit I did want to talk about with Wally. So Wally, bro, do you know KD said he's leaving the Nets now? Just recently came in today.
Oh yes, I've seen that. And
bro,
one of the
I'm
possibilities.
happy. I was so sad. I'm like, bro,
yeah.
If the Heat can grab him, I'm like, dude, I'd be happy. I would hope that he would team up
probably
with
one of the plays, but I think one of the potential, like when I read it,
I don't think he's going to join.
Yeah, it's at the Suns. Yeah, it's at the Suns. But I mean, I see why though, because if you think about it, well, one, I still believe they still got CP3, right? And then they got Booker himself. If he goes there himself, and then from that, he can compete against LeBron. He can compete against Steph Curry. That solidifies his name if he goes against the title. So, hey.
Yeah.
But,
who knows? You have to get past LeBron on that. Past LeBron, Warriors. Who else we got? Mavs. Those are the top West teams. Until Donovan Mitchell leave again, then I mean, Utah ain't really a threat. I love Donovan Mitchell. Don't get me wrong. That motherfucker can play. But nah, bro. I would love for the Heat to get him because that means they crushed the Celtics at that point. If you had Jimmy, Bam, and I'll say this. To me, they could trade. I'll say this. They could trade Kyle Lowry, Tyler, and then Robinson, and then they're good. For him?
You said Kyle Early, Robertson, and who else?
Robinson and Tyler Hero. They'd be a fool not to take that deal.
No, I believe they gave I think they accepted. No, they gave him the extension contract for $25 million, I believe.
Well, which one?
Hero.
Which
Hero.
Hero?
I believe they gave it to Hero. Yeah, I think they did.
Well, they had to trade Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, Kyle Lowry and maybe
Kyle Lowry and somebody else. So him, Duncan Robinson, maybe Victor Oladipo at that point because Victor is leaving apparently. I'm actually tired about that. I would keep him because I would keep him to be honest. No, he's leaving. Yeah. Repeat that again, Wally.
No, I said I would like to keep him too, but
yeah, man, because he's freaking he did some stuff for us in the freaking games, and I'm wondering like I really don't want him to go personally. But I think it's that thing of like he wants minutes to play more. And
yeah, but I think if him and Jimmy can't blend well on the team, then he got to find his own space.
That was a lie. No, I'll be honest. That was a lie because they actually just proved that. It had nothing to do with how they played. It was a matter of people being not getting not enough minutes. The whole team was injury prone at that point. So it wasn't really him butting heads with Jimmy. It was just a matter of nobody get the points off, and also like he just came off the freaking regular season. So he's lucky. First of all, lucky that he even did stuff. To be honest, because we actually motherfuckers really thought they're like, oh, is Baron, is Butcher really going to bench him? And I'm like,
plus we also got that draft pick.
Say what?
That draft pick.
What's his name? Nicole? I forget it. His name,
Jokic.
It's similar to Jokic, Nikola. Yo, it's crazy. I forget his name. I don't think I'm saying it right. I think it's like Jokic. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna pull him up real quick for us. I don't know how to handle power. Damn, that is black. Yo, it's Nikola. I actually don't know if he's a brothers or what. That's kind of wild though. Let's see. Yeah, Nikola Jokic. That's his name. That's his name. So yeah, they drafted him. No, they're not gonna give him up off rip. Did they keep him and add him? Okay, so they got they got to get rid. They got to trade Kyle Lowry. Yeah. Trade him and somebody else. Because I think you need 3 people for KD, correct? Because they're not giving up Jimmy. Jimmy is essential. Wally?
No, yeah, I see that, but I don't know. I mean, it all depends. It all depends because I feel like even on that point, I say it all depends mainly because of then you're combining Jimmy and KD, and I feel like the way Jimmy is, I think KD, and then the way how the season went, I think KD would be like literally like toppled by Jimmy Butler. To be honest with you,
he'd be what?
He'd be toppled like his demeanor. Like I think he would top him personally.
KD will top Jimmy Butler.
No, Jimmy Butler will top of him because like look at his demeanor. I know
what you mean now. Yeah. You're talking about like in sense of like who runs the team. Well, nobody really runs the team in freaking Brooklyn. Let's be real. KD is passive, but the thing is, if he follows Jimmy and shit like that, and they just tag team on shit, bro, they can get a lot of shit done. Bro, you shoot the outside, I got the inside.
I mean, as long as they get a solid point guard and some stuff and hold up defense, oh yeah, they game.
I'm gonna be real. Who gonna be the point guard? Because they can't keep Kyle if they're gonna get KD.
See, that's the hit or miss right there. I don't know. To be honest, I think.
Listen, I get ready to kind of get Kevin Durant because.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Look. I'm gonna tell you right now. If Miami knows on some straight up stuff that they had the opportunity to get KD, I say it like this: it all depends on how the talks go. If the trade talk is efficient. And they don't trade Kyle Lowry too early, but they're gonna do it late. Possibility that means one thing: they keep him for point guard. They put Jimmy on the shoot guard, KD on that, and then other stuff. So I see that making
the Suns would have to trade like Booker or some shit or Chris Paul or somebody, bro. Am I right? To get him.
Yeah.
The Suns are in the same boat, my nigga. They can't just magically get they can trade a bunch of no name niggas, apart my French, no name niggas for freaking KD. That's not happening.
No, what you mean? They'll probably trade their draft picks. What you talking about?
I mean, yeah, you can trade draft picks, but
yeah, that's what they can do. They can trade a couple of weak players.
I want you to run this. You run this with me, Wally, so you can help me understand it. You can trade first round picks.
Hmm?
No. I said you can trade first round draft picks, right?
Yeah, you can trade those. You can let those go. You can trade some weak players, and then you can trade draft picks for the future year.
So if he trade their so that he could get him without having to get anybody right now. Wait. Hold on, let me say this. You can trade all your draft picks, future draft picks and stuff to get him without having to give them something right now.
No. This is why I say you gotta trade some. This is why you gotta trade some plus draft picks. Because if you trade enough,
he has to be a player with the draft.
To still have his contract, to still be able to fund him his contract, plus that at the same time to also fund, to also put on the back end. Because my thing is, you can move around a couple of good pieces just to fit his contract. But once you put in the necessities like for instance, draft picks, right? Then you get him in. The only difference is when he comes in, you may say some of the trade-offs, they didn't fully cover his contract. So of course you trade off some draft picks, right? So now how are you gonna fit the cash flow? Of course you're gonna eventually trade some other players to a different team to get some other players in difference.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right.
It's
So
mostly
say Kyle Lowry, Duncan Robinson, and then a draft pick or a first round one.
Yeah.
Is it like I said? Is that enough?
Yeah, I mean, but it's a lot of way. It's going everywhere because some people, like some teammates are saying, oh, they're trying to get the other dude to stay. I forgot what dude the name is, but the black dude, the light skinned dude.
On which team?
Miami Heat.
PJ Tucker.
Yeah, they're trying to get him to stay instead of leaving. I don't know about Lowry. I haven't heard nothing.
They're trying to get Brunson, or people are trying to say people are trying to get forget his name, Brunson. Yeah, they're trying to get Brunson too. Not the Heat.
But my thing is right. But my thing is, I think he's still gonna leave anyways because you know what the Heat are planning? They're planning on getting back Jake Crowder, and if they get back him, oh, that would be lovely.
I personally listen. I think I'm an advocate of saying I think. Hold on, give me a second. Hold on, have the conversation without me. I'll be right back.
I'll wait for you. Well, since Jay's gonna come back, what do you want to talk about, Gerard?
The topic that Jay just put on the chat.
Oh, the interracial relationships.
Yeah, would I mention it? Yeah.
I'm back.
We were just about to switch for a moment.
No, switch it. Go ahead.
So
it's a chill.
So like what? Hold on a second. What I'm trying to just subscribe about interracial relationships, like I had to bring this up, Hold on, what am I hearing myself? I can hear myself a little echoing.
Echo?
Yeah, a little echo. I just hear myself like an hour ago, like what's going on?
That's probably on your end because I don't hear too much of an echo.
You don't hear anything. I'm good.
Oh, okay. I'll just
maybe you can just restart it. Maybe you can restart it yourself and come back in.
Restart it.
They probably mean you restart.
Well, no. Just drop off and come back on in. You gotta restart your computer.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm basically saying. Like, yeah, but
yeah, you gotta restart your computer, man. That's wild. I had to do that whenever.
Not restart your computer. No, I mean like restart, like come back in, leave and come back in. That's what I meant to say.
Oh, hold on. Let me fix this. Let me get this under control.
Well, when he comes back,
yeah, I'm here.
But look, if I see it like this, right? If there's my thing is, I don't think so. They're gonna hold up all these big names, because right, if like let's say they get back Jay Crowder, right? Now you got Jay Crowder on defense on the defensive end while still being effective in the scoring position overall, right? And then you got Katie, Jimmy Butler. You're gonna have to have someone solid on point. I don't know who that'll be though.
Yeah, dude, I just thought about that. That shit will work actually, because Jay Crowder.
That's what I'm trying to say.
That actually could work if they get then no PJ Tucker, no Victor Oladipo, blah blah blah. You get Jay Crowder. That's an extra. With the new guy that they got, Gabe Vincent is a backup point guard. You can actually have him be point guard.
What position is Djokovic again?
I think what was he again? Hold on, give me a second.
I think he's probably a shoot guard, maybe. If I'm not mistaken.
Heat draft. Yeah, Nikola Jovic. What is he? Hold on.
If you're a shoot guard, they should have went for a point guard. Damn.
He's a no. He says is a point guard. He's a point guard.
Wait.
Another international player off.
Sorry, guys. Hold on.
Yeah.
Give me a second. He's a power forward.
19 years old,
Oh,
No. No. He's a small forward, but I think
Oh, he's a
somebody said,
small forward. Okay, so he's gonna be under. He's gonna be under Jimmy Butler then.
yeah, you won't be under Jimmy Butler in case you can switch it around to have a backup so Jimmy can.
Okay, so look. Okay, so I just got something right. So the Heat retain Victor Oladipo, so we're keeping him, and
They did?
Dwayne. Yeah, I'm reading this right now.
Get rid of that motherfucker.
Dwayne Demone,
Dwayne
but they
Dedmon.
lost PJ Tucker though.
That's cool. Oh, wait. So they keep it Victor right now?
Yeah, they're keeping him, they retain him, but and they said that there are links to ties to talking to KD, so they maybe kept them just for the trade option. Who knows?
I want to keep Victor for the trade option if he wants to leave because you can give him to Brooklyn. Like I said,
I mean, if they trade him to the Sun, I mean, hey, you never know. Like, shoot me, that could be workable. And then plus trade him as a trade option.
Anybody from the Suns to be real? After they flop their ass, I'm gonna be real. Oh no! Our team did poorly too. I forget the fucking 7 games.
Starting power forward PJ Tucker. Oh, okay, so he went to the 76ers. PJ Tucker.
Oh, PJ Tucker went to the 76ers. Oh shit! With Embiid and Harden.
That's not much of a loss.
It's not really much of a loss, to be honest.
I mean, it's not much of a loss. I mean, he wasn't really that great in defense anyway. So, I mean, as far as I remember.
Him and Iguodala old as fuck. I like Iguodala. That's old as fuck.
Wait, what? Oh wow! Shoot, boy, the 76ers gave that man a big check. 3 years, $33 million.
3 years
for $33 million, and he's 37 years old.
Same shit with Kyle.
I don't blame him.
I have 3 years.
Well, hey, screw it. Yep. So they were trying to lobby to get him to return, but I guess maybe the way he was asking for in cash flow was too much.
You know how I would take from the Sixers? Give me Tobias Harris. Take that motherfucker off.
Debo, who has spent a past 2 seasons with Miami rehabbing knee injury, agreed to return on a 1-year, $11 million contract. So that's what he returned to.
11 million.
So yeah, if it's 1 year, they're trading him. I see it coming.
They're trading Victor.
Decent money a contract. They're gonna trade him off, send him off to a 1-year team, and that he can go wherever he wants.
So
if he
stays. Ask the question: they can keep him for a trade like next year?
No. They can trade him during this year or at the trading deadline.
Right.
So before the year begins, they can definitely trade him.
Yeah, I would say trade Victor Kyle and then trade.
Yeah, because if I see so let's say this, right? So let's say they go for KD, right? The way how they'll do is this: they'll get KD, right, and then they'll probably make like a 3-way trade, maybe.
Marcus, come on.
Marcus,
come on up here now, bro. We're talking sports. I want to.
Marcus, bring behind up so I can give you this work.
Yeah, they talking sports. I was talking about in the restaurant, but it doesn't matter.
No. Yeah, no, we'll be coming back to it. Don't worry.
No, we're definitely going back to it. Don't worry. We're definitely coming back to that topic.
Okay.
Because I wanted to. Because I think me and Marcus have had a little bit of conversations on it when we first did Chillouts by ourselves. I think we might have talked about it one time, but I want to know his thoughts now. So yeah, Marcus, get your ass up on here.
So
first of all, he's admin.
So Demon, he got a 2-year, $9 million contract. So yeah, we're keeping him. We're not trading.
I would have traded his ass personally. I think Deadman ain't there. He lacks some shit for me. I rather take.
Yeah, but he's behind. But yeah, he's the bench. So it's not like it's an overkill.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, if we end up getting Crowder bad now, I would consider.
You know what's so funny about that? Paul's the one that got Crowder to come over to Suns in the first place because he said it wouldn't work otherwise. Does Crowder want to come back to the Heat?
I bet he would though. You would be surprised.
I like Jake Crowder. Don't get me wrong, man. I'm a Crowder fanboy, but am I? Yeah, I think I am. After what he did with the Heat that one time and they managed to get to the finals, and I said it before, I thought that was a better team than the
Let me see what this says.
Yeah, than this year, personally.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about the team as a whole.
Right.
They actually managed to get to the finals and get 2 W's out of the Lakers. I actually wanted to get 3, of course.
And now see Brooklyn. So I guess so. Yeah. Okay. So basically, I believe he's not okay. He didn't leave his contract, so I think he has to be traded. So Brooklyn is looking for a hardball trade between Miami and Phoenix Suns. So that means
trying to get Devin
some
Booker,
big
like
pieces.
I said, try to get Devin Booker.
Yep. So they're not gonna trade Devin Booker. That would be stupid.
No. I wouldn't trade Devin Booker because he's young and healthy.
Exactly. So
And
for me, if we trade, based upon Miami so far, I already see right. But see, for us, I think the only biggest move we can definitely do is definitely trade Kyrie Lowry. We definitely trade Victor Oladipo, right?
Victor Oladipo.
Oladipo. Yeah, sorry. But who else?
And maybe Duncan Robinson.
Yeah, Duncan Robinson. Yeah, we can definitely give him 3 points because Miami always then eventually, like when it comes to these big trades, Miami always give up their 3-pointers. So it is what it is.
Can't blame them.
But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because we get KD. So that's amazing. That's a great swap. So it don't really make a difference.
I would say trade Max Strus to be the shooter.
If that's gonna be, and then after that, they definitely trade some. Future draft picks. That's the only way I see this going.
Yeah,
good.
I see that going. Yeah, that's how I kind of see that now at this point. Because I would say, yeah.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now,
I
don't see Phoenix Suns having a decent roster enough to trade for KD at all. Like, let me see something. Let me look at.
We got some people on here we can trade for, and whether Jimmy vouch for Kyle or not, like I would just get rid of Kyle and just like get KD because KD is the better option, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't shit on Kyle Lowry.
I mean, that might be one of the.
But his performance in the finals, I was not with that shit. I wasn't. First of all, I would say this: I won't with any of them fucking performances, especially that Celtics one good game out of like 7. That's not good. That's bad. I need and not to mention Jimmy Butler's getting older. And by the way, guys, how old is KD, Kevin Durant? I don't know. He's in his 30s, right?
KD's in his 30s, yeah. He's in his 30s, but he plays well though. So
no.
Not too much major injuries and all that stuff. So okay, so look at this, right? So you know what I remember when I told you that they could do a 3-way trade. Mm-hmm. This is what I'm talking about. Because funny thing is, Jay Crowder is actually on the Suns.
Yes.
And we're trying to get Jay Crowder. So this is the funny part right here. Right. So okay.
3 to get hit. Yeah. Yo, this is so funny. It's like a merry-go-round. So we give up 2 people in a draft pick to get freaking KD. Then not to mention we somehow trying to negotiate with the Suns to give who do we trade for fucking Jay Crowder? Yeah, think about that.
I don't think we're getting a trade. If we trade for Drake, we can definitely trade some few pieces for Drake Crowder. That's nothing.
Duncan Robinson?
That's nothing. No. I think no. We definitely trade Robinson within the KD trade. But as far as for Jay Crowder, matter of fact, you know what? Okay, look, because there's only a few names I know on here that I know. I know Chris Paul. I know Devin Booker. I know Jay Crowder. I know Javal McGee. Everybody else is pretty new to me, so I don't know who that is.
And don't worry. They're not gonna give him DeAndre Ayton for KD. Oh hell no.
So let me see.
I don't see that at all. Hell no.
Jay Crowder. Let me see.
Yeah, I don't think the Suns really have anybody. That's the thing. Like I said, they got their 2 stars.
The Suns really don't got no one. The only way they're gonna get KD if they pay CP3 and David Booker, and that's not gonna freaking happen. And plus maybe Drake Crowder. That's not gonna happen. Not a chance,
bro. That's no way. There's no way.
Especially for KD, because KD's not gonna walk in there with nothing. With Chris
Paul's ass or like that shit. Yeah. I can't see.
So like, he's just not walking in there with nothing. That's just nonsense. Why get traded for nothing and walk into nothing? Nah, that's stupid. Better to go to Miami where you're gonna be traded for something and then still have something there to work with.
Because like you have players, you have Jimmy Butler, you have fucking but you have Jimmy Butler, you have Tyler Hero. Now that he stayed, but first of all, I would say that Tyler Hero needs to turn into a fucking demon like he was in the. So 2025.
All right, so here's
that needs to happen.
Right.
And plus you have Bam over there. So you have a core team. Now you just add KD, make them work with that. and they can work with the flow, the pass. I'm talking about really get him to work with the ethic of shit of what they can do over there. Then you got something. You got your little LeBron that you didn't have last time.
Right. So here's the low.
And this
Here's
should
the
be even the
lowdown.
best
So
team in the East, like top 3 easy.
right. So here's the lowdown.
Milwaukee Bucks now. I'm gonna be real. They can get 10 now. To me, they never could.
Right.
People are gonna hate me
said,
for that. I'm a Heat fan, but I'm a realist. It's Giannis, motherfucker. It's Giannis. It's all the Greek freak, bro.
With that said,
Mm-hmm.
so the lowdown is this, right? So the Heat are interested in Jay Crowder, but that's only if they don't get KD. So that's the aftermath of it all.
How you doing, Wolf?
Right? So it's mostly the aftermath of that, if anything else. But they could definitely trade for him, but the only difference is that's only going to be considerable if they can get KD. If they can get, now let's say they get KD, right? I don't know if they still would get him. That's give or take.
Right.
But if they did, that would be nice.
It would be. But it's a matter of they had to learn how to play together with each other. When they can do that, then they'll be good. Like I say, KD just get your shots off. You got everything else. And Tyler Hero's what? He's not a point guard, right? Scoring guard, right?
Tyler, yeah, no, he's a point guard.
Point guard. I was right. Then just let him be the fucking point guard.
Oh no, wait. Is he no, he's not a point guard. No, he's a shoot guard. I think he plays behind Jimmy, doesn't he? I believe he plays behind Jimmy. Yeah, so he's a point. I mean, he's a you know what I mean? He's a shoot guard.
He's a shooting, yeah. Him same thing with
but I think no, he don't play behind Jimmy. Actually, he plays.
But
he plays position, but whatever.
No, I got you. All right, Jaron, ready? Okay, I think we talked about this enough. I don't want to keep Jaron busy. I know you don't know.
Hey, man, like, I don't have a problem with that. What you guys talking about?
No, because we want to get back to the topic. I don't want to keep on it forever, but I did want to talk about a little bit with Wally because
yeah. I mean, the only thing is, I'll definitely say this. So what? Well, I believe James Harden's still. Wait, James Harden's in the Knicks, right?
No, James Harden's with the freaking Sixers.
He's with who?
He's with the Sixers.
The 76ers? Yeah. Oh, okay. Because they named his name, so I'm just making sure. God damn, how you get all those players and you still motherfucking got them?
Wait, James Harden trying to get traded to the Knicks?
No. That they just mentioned his name. No, I just read it. Basically what they're saying is the Brooklyn Nets had the worst season, especially when you have Kyrie Irving, Jimmy Harden, and Ben Simmons with KD, and it still went to nothing. Which honestly, that's the saddest fucking shit.
People were hyping that shit up like the fucking Cowboys. Just stop. I'm actually glad it flopped.
I mean, it didn't matter to me. I just feel like I just wanted to see them play to see if the hype was real or it's all bullshit.
It was bullshit, bro. You saw it. Nothing.
Yeah, but they just the fact that no one didn't really even play.
It was 2 niggas on that team and they still got their ass beat. James was out. I think James was out at the time. Somebody wasn't playing, but one of the 3 weren't playing, and then they just got beat to the Bucks, and that's when they went to the finals that year.
You know what would have been another great deal, and this is the last time I leave with. Too bad we can't get Bradley Brill. I mean, Bill.
Bradley Bill.
Bradley Bill. Yeah. We always keep having too much huge talk.
He's late for an injury, similar to Anthony Davis, who gets injury a lot, which is crazy.
Yeah,
I need to see some highlight. I need to see some extraordinary highlights. If he's balling like
but word on the street is he's staying with the Washington by getting a new deal for $251 million for 5 years. Hey, you never know.
And John Wall went to the Clippers, so I don't know if everybody knew that.
But there's some solid names out here, boy. That's on free agents. That's unsigned.
Hopefully, man. I mean, yeah. Like,
I just don't know where they're gonna go.
He even go to the Knicks. I don't see him ever going to the Knicks. No. I know that would be fanboy jizz galore for New York fans and shit like that. I'm like, nah, whatever. All in all, guys, like I said, we'll save this conversation for later. Me and Wally. We're gonna go back to the main topic.
Yeah,
it's not really a main topic, but it was the primary one we had a conversation of.
Yeah, the one.
Wally actually want, and I know Jaron, and I know I'm gonna let you speak again. I want to hear what Wally thoughts on it because I think you and me have said our piece a little bit, but I know there's more that you want to say. But let's get Wally to speak, because Wally, you've been I'm actually glad I got you at your show, because I got you to talk with sports, which is good. So now you can get you to talk on this other subject. So what are your thoughts on interracial dating, marriage, whatever it is you want to speak about?
As far as when it goes into dating and marriage and relationships, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I have nothing against it with nobody else. Overall, I mean, you do what you do best. I mean, shit, me. I ain't gonna hold you up to it.
There's his answer, guys. Me, like I said, I have no right to judge anybody of what they want to do or right. Not to mention, I don't want to either way. I don't.
The only,
I don't care to be honest.
I'll say this though. I will say this though. I will respectfully say this.
I'm not. Hold on, let me say this real quick. I've never dated a white girl. First kiss was with a white girl, but I was in second grade. Never dated her. Never had sex. Never did any of that shit. That's it. That's the only thing I've not dated. Everything else, majority I kind of have seen or been with. But yeah. So yeah.
Right. Right. Because the only thing I will sit here and say about interracial dating, just to build up on conversation, with one thing about interracial dating, it's always going to be a culture thing, right? Yep. Dating amongst culture. So that's always going to be the one thing, and you always got to be right. And plus, you always got to be mindful of who you really date, because God forbid, you could be a black man and you date, so right. If you end up dating a pale woman, I mean, understand your likelihood for trouble is very high. The same, not because of anything else, but because if they cry wolf, that's shit behind.
That's your ass.
So hey.
Say something after Wally.
So like it doesn't matter like what other people who think about interracial relationships. I know some people who really against it, but at the end of the day, they can't do nothing about it, because people who choose to fall in love with, like, they chose to be with that person from another race and experience other cultures. Like, you cannot expect some people to stick with their own kind, because they have every right to choose, they have a right to make their own decisions. You cannot expect a black man and then a black woman and a white man and a white woman to tell them to stick to their own race. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not your place. It's not your demand to tell them to do this and do that, because people have a right to make their own decisions. Like I said, they made a choice. Everyone has to make their own choices. It's not up to everybody else around here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know they don't believe in interracial relationships, which I believed it. I believed it since day one. For me, like back in the day, I was never in a relationship, including interracial relationships. Never dated a white woman, never dated an Asian woman, never dated a Mexican woman, I never dated in my life. Okay. And let me say this to you. I mean, to everybody who is watching. So, like, at the end of this day, if people are going to have some negative thoughts where they see me with a woman from another race, I'm just going to say, like, fuck you. You don't know me. You don't know a goddamn thing about me. You don't tell me how to live my life. You don't tell me what to do. I don't give a fuck what you think. I'm an adult. I have every right to choose who I love. I love this person. I'm going to fall and I'm going to get married. I chose the person who I fall in love with. I'm going to get married. So I'm just going to say, fuck you. If you don't like it, take your ass somewhere else. Period. Take your ignorant ass somewhere else. Because no one cares how you feel. No one cares. So Jay, I want you to go to this video because this is the really bothers me because I watched this video about a man confronting a dude when they was at the
On YouTube?
restaurant. Huh?
I said it's on YouTube.
Yeah, because the man confronting a dude in a restaurant where he was explaining like, "Are you two together?" He was like, "Yes," and he was like, "What is wrong with you? You couldn't find no black woman." Like that fucking pisses me off, you know.
What's the title of it?
Okay, share on the screen because I'm trying to remember what the video is, so I can type it on. You know, I don't want to keep forgetting because I know this incident because it really got to me. Title: Interracial couple in the restaurant.
Interracial couple. Incident?
Interracial couple in the restaurant, you know.
Right here?
Yeah, that one right there.
Look at this fuckery in a black-owned restaurant. Look at the fuckery.
Oh, that's his white girlfriend? Oh,
Wow.
dude.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all excuse me. Y'all together, like in an intimate relationship? Really? You couldn't find no black woman, like you had to go that low
Okay,
to the
stall
lowest
over
rung of
because
humanity.
stall over. Let's go from the beginning because let's go from the start from the beginning.
Okay. Well, hold on. First, let me address critically drinking. How you doing, brother? Come on up if you want, man. The link is in the chat right here. Just come right in, bro. I never get to have you on these things. So, come on up. All right, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Start all over again. Yeah, I know. It's our Sean. You know Wally. And hold on, Wally. We're gonna replay it over again. Okay, here we go. Like they actually minding their own business from what I saw.
Look at this fuckery in a black-owned restaurant. Look at the fuckery. Wow. Y'all excuse me. Y'all together, like in an intimate relationship? Really? You couldn't find no black woman, like you had to go that low to the lowest
I'm cringe.
rung
That's
of
cringe.
humanity. If they're even humans, it's arguably that they're even human. Like, are you that weak? Are you that weak? Because I don't normally interview y'all because y'all get me so upset being so weak. But
all right, bro, I dropped that shit. That motherfucker wants to get punched in the face. What the fuck he just said? Like seriously, dude.
Well, you gotta watch the whole thing. What he was saying, you gotta watch the whole thing.
Okay, but wait a minute. But before we watch the whole thing, wait.
Hold on, Wally. Let me say this. What he's saying right now warrants an ass whooping of the highest order, like dead
right. Because based what he said that shit. Because if I was in that situation, I don't care if you have a camera. If you say that shit to me, dude, you're not gonna like this new side of me when I'm me kicking your ass.
He got to eat his ass. I'm sorry. I know we're not supposed to start the fight, but bro, you said some shit about my lady, about me, about all this. There's one thing about me. I can take a freaking word about me, whatever. Like I can tank shit. But when you say something about my lady and some shit, bro, you gotta get your ass beat. People gotta understand. Not normally, the wise thing will be just to not have to leave because this motherfucker. But if there's some shit popping off, then we just leave. Normally not. If it gets too hectic. Now if he's popping my face with finger, knock his ass out. But let's continue this, guys. I really don't want to, but shit.
Okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Wally. I mean, no, Wally. We'll go to once we're done with this shit. Ugh. God, I really don't want to play no more after hearing that.
The fact that y'all had the audacity to sit in a black-owned restaurant and share this, I had to ask, like, well, what's wrong with you? Like, you couldn't find no black woman? What was it? What was it that made you that weak that you would get on your knees and bow to this less of a female that's lesser than a black woman in every way. Your mother was black, right? Your mother was black, correct?
I'm done.
Yeah, I had to brought that up. I had to show you that video, man.
I hate you for making me watch that, bro.
I'm sorry, man. I had to show you that video because that proved my point.
I don't hate you for real, but it's just no, I don't hate you for real. It's just it feels cringy. Like attack on bullshit.
Because what I saw in that video, that was low. That was just fucking low. Because that dude just just harassing these people for no reason because all he see is race and color.
What the fuck, man? If you spoke to her like that, I might knock your teeth out just on. Well, first of all, it's my brother's job to knock your teeth out, but I mean, I ain't gonna knock you out for not from insulting my family. So he's going to knock your teeth out. I would rip your head off. That's family you're talking to. That's my family.
Right.
And then exactly. You are family, you are one of us, means you are under the care of family members. Which that's why for me, family don't end in blood, boy.
Exactly. Because if you mention my family, because what's my family got to do with it? That because you see me dating a person from another race, and then
as long as it's not a dude, that's what they said, and I'm cool with that. My father don't care if it's Asian. Hear me, my father said, I don't care if it's Asian, she care white, long as it's a lady. That's what he said.
Right.
Religious in that aspect.
Yeah, I explained that to my mom when I was going to the movies by myself, and I explained to her about that situation. And then for me, how I feel about that incident, about that video, like, come on now, like what's race and color got to do with it? That because you see a black man with a white woman. Like what the fuck is that got to do with you?
Oh, passing through the lights. Good evening. That's what he was. Got you.
Like, see, what I'm trying to prove my point, because that video that I showed you, because that's proving my point, because based on people's negativity, their negative vibes. Because what do they care so much about other people who are dating interracially? They care so much, and they wanted to jump this race car and this and that and bring up our families. Like, is your mama black? Is your dad black? And blah, blah, blah. Like, what the fuck's got to do with anything?
It's called society and the norms of how people have been treated throughout history.
Yes, you did.
Right, Wally, you're right. You're not wrong with that because this society, like how messed up is, because like when people like it or not, interracial relationships is a thing. It's a fucking
let me cook in this, right? Because here's my thing. Here's my visuals on this, right? So here's one thing. One, he asked him, "Bro, you couldn't find another black woman." My thing is, here's my question to him: does he has a black woman? And if you don't, shut the fuck up. That's first thing.
That's what I'm
starting with. Yeah, that's what I'm starting with. Now, as far as asking him, like, why he couldn't find a black woman, let's be real here. I don't know who his white chick is. I don't know her style or how she is generally and everything else of that nature. Let alone I don't know what state that was in. But if he can't find a woman to deal with in his own state whatsoever, he's castrated as weak because he doesn't deal with his own woman. See, and this is what goes down in this whole manosphere mindset, because now it's like, because now this dude doesn't date his own woman, he's considered weak. And then you hear it from these guys, aka these stupid male feminists, to their culture, and then you hear from the females, but it's like, okay, well, which one are you doing it? And my thing is, of course, people can sit here and say, well, he can find one amongst his standard or amongst his level. Okay, whatever. Amongst his level, however that is. But let's be real here. How much of most girls that are at his level, honestly, that are talking or being seen? Probably seen, but talk.
Right.
It comes to a contradiction of we always gotta press up on you, but it's like we don't even know who you really are, and not everyone wants to date within their norm. Like I'm not gonna be a dude that dates in my norm all the time. Like I might be interested in this chick, but she's not a chick that's in my norm. It doesn't matter to me. That's the chick I just chose to deal with.
Right.
I'm not dating within my norm. But you know, that's here nor there overall. Do I get where the dude was coming from in a sense? Yeah, because he's thinking about the overall indoctrination and how black people being treated and everything. But here's the problem. You're in America. It's so much cultured people here. What makes you think it's not gonna fucking happen? You think we're in fucking segregation? We don't got no states to ourselves, motherfucker. Like, let's keep it real. You do not have no states to yourselves. So it's like you want to be black men with black women. Okay, well then you know you can always go to Africa. I mean, I'll salute you. You can always go to Africa. You ain't gonna do that. Go everywhere that's black owned country. Oh wait, none, because all African countries are all fucking owned. Exactly. There is nowhere where we can just be black by ourselves. So it's gonna happen one way or another, if you like it or don't. Like, let's just be real about it. And let's be real. If I sit here right now and say to myself, how much black men do we have right now that is optional for these women? Most of our black men are locked up and dead. And let's be real, these locked up black men, they're not supposed to be in no relationship with these women because personally, they're not mentally compatible enough to be in one from where they are and for how they got in prison. Personally, for most of them. Some of them, they could probably find their way back in society, but others, not a chance. But let's be real here. So most of our black women are eventually going to spread out to the next species anyways. So it's like, what difference? But same thing for the next one. But same thing for the white woman, the Asian woman, all every other woman. They're gonna spread out the same way, even if all the freaking Asian men in the world got someone and everyone else of that nature. Now, is that gonna be the case? Not a chance, because let's be real, most men won't find nothing. Neither most women. So it doesn't really matter. It is what it is.
Hold on, guys. My brother's actually in the comments right now. My big brother Vertus. What's how you doing, man? Yeah, bro, you older than me. That's why I call you big brother. So yeah, you're there. Kyodai. Brother, the link is in the chat. If you want to come in, join us on this topic about interracial dating and things like that. That'd be great. I need to hear something good from right now because that got me tilted. That's why I had to mute myself, and I wanted to let Wally get his whole take out. And I know Wally's not done. Continue, Wally.
Yeah, I mean, the overall aspect.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so just the overall aspect of how the dude was coming is like I already get it, right? One, you come in tribalism formation, tribalism mainly for the blacks, and then how our whole society's been tainted and one way or another and damaged by the other culture, and you're gonna put this woman up higher than ours and everything else. I get the whole sentence. I do. I really do. But my thing is, and this is how far this goes. The only thing I will sit here and say this in this one case in part. As long as she does not flow in any visuals of racism and let alone racism, I got nothing against it. If you flow in that shit and you dating her, then you a motherfucker. I'm sorry. That's where I cut the line. If she flows in that ish and you still dating her, that is a motherfucking problem.
Yeah, she's bringing down your race of people down while you're dating. Yeah, that's bad. Or if it's the dude bringing down another girl race, like he shouldn't even be with her.
Especially using privileges.
Both considered pieces of shit in my mind if either gender did it. It's just terrible. For me, guys, like I said, even though I'm with a hold on, guys, give me a second. He says, how can I talk with the mic in this convo? The Wi-Fi is down at the school, so I can't use my laptop to provide. You said the Wi-Fi is down at the school, so I can't use my laptop to provide internet. Are you trying to? No,
you can use his phone.
Yeah, you can use your phone.
Yeah, you can log in your phone because your phone got internet.
If you got good, it's charged and shit. Like, yeah, you can come on. He said yes. Okay. Yeah, just come on. You use your phone, brother. It's cool. But yeah, yeah. The thing is, like, yeah, like you would be considered scum in my mind if you do shit like that. Like I said, for me, well, let's go to both situations. My oldest brother, he has 2 wives from Saudi Arabia, and he's over there right now, and he loves them. He loves them. He liked them for them specifically. Technically, he didn't realize what both catches that he got, and now that prompted him even more to stay loyal, to stay with his tribe, and actually build the family that he wants to build. So, yeah, I mean, he's smiling. That's only one thing. I mean, he works a lot, but the thing is, those ladies understand that, and he gets days to rotate that. Now, that's a big responsibility for himself to deal with too. And he convinced both fathers, which you had to go through the father to get to the daughter. That's what you have to do with me. Oh, of course, her brothers and uncles, of course. But that's what he had to do, and he gave him a deal they couldn't refuse. Like I said, military man. I told you. He invested in real estate. That's what he is. He's a real estate agent now. So
exactly.
Yeah. And he can just buy that land and sell shit and property, things like that. So yeah, man, just click the thing in the chat and you'll be able to go right to it. And I'll be able to see you in here. But yeah, guys, and also with me, guys, I'm with a German woman that's in the country. Like, she's in America, but she's not Americanized. She has I love her accent, by the way. Love my girl's accent. I love her accent a lot.
German accent.
Like that shit always. You know how the girls like the dudes with the accent. Like, dude, I like it's the opposite on the other end, dude. For me, love the girls with the accent, man. Fucking love it. I don't tease her about it. I just think it's fucking kawaii as fuck that she sounds like that. And also, I fell in love with her personality. That's what attracted me to her. Like I said, superficial shit don't mean nothing to me. And she got to teach me a little bit about her culture, her little bit of her history of her people and things like that. Like, I like to hear all that. I think I want to hear more about America every fucking day. Fuck America at the time. I want to hear other stuff. Trust me, I know about the Japanese shit. So venturing in other cultures, just trying to learn things is what I get from those interracial experiences. Not to mention I get different conversations. I don't get enough of those. Talk about the same shit every day with fucking American people. Sometimes I get fucking bored. The country folks I talk to, but then they never bore me.
Hey Jay, you do know Jedi Mike is on, right?
Jedi Mike.
Yeah, he's talking about Obi-Wan Stranger Things season 4. Like, he's literally on it right now.
And the craziest thing is, I don't watch Obi-Wan. I know about the last Vader and Obi-Wan fight.
Yeah.
TV show,
Yeah, he got 100 watts, I believe.
100 watts is over there? Oh, fuck.
Yeah. I mean, he just commented. I don't know if he's still there or not.
Personally,
there's 3 people watching, including myself.
I got you. Right there. But like I said, we might go over there at one point. But right now, we still gonna keep this. I'm not gonna end the show for But not about to say that's a early chill out. You ever had? But yeah, man. The thing is, I always look forward to the person I want to be with. Whether I'm with the Asian girl, whether I'm with the girl I'm with now, and we have kids and things like that. Trust me, like, once I settle myself with them with that, then I'm staying with that person. I'm going to stay and commit to it. And no piece of ass is going to change that. I'll be real with you guys. Like I said, I've never cheated before. Nothing's ever tempted me to cheat and have a good record. I'm not. Why would I break it now? It would show my character that I do care about her and that I'm not willing to do that. Sometimes I don't go to clubs, I don't party all the time. I just whatever. No. That'd be my thing. And plus, I'll be honest, you go to the club and find a hoe. I mean, my girls in Barnes and Nobles, my nigga. I've gotten 2 girls, 1 girl from Starbucks and 2 girls from the Barnes and Nobles. All right, my man, actual ladies. So I don't. That's not. Code's not for dating. Oh, okay, brother V. I see you on here, man. Now listen? You don't have to show yourself on camera if you don't want to, but if you want to, it's cool with you. I just want to shake your head if you're okay with doing that. I can see you. Just tell me. Shake your head if you want to come on camera. Okay. All right, guys. This is my brother, Vertus. Keep everything we talk about behind closed doors. And Watts is here? Oh shit. Damn, I got the brothers coming in tonight.
Yo, how I put me a background? How I put my background up, yo?
Say what?
How I put my background up?
Just go off
the camera.
Hit the camera and add a pic. There you go, bro.
I'm about to change the picture though. Watch this. Hold up. Edit avatar.
Yeah, edit avatar.
Yeah.
Hey, Watts.
What's up,
Watts, man? The brother, yo, it's a brother. No, go ahead, Wally. You got some words for Watts? Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like I just seen him over there at Jedi Mites, and now he's just hopped over here.
Oh yeah, he just told me that you was over there, and I was like, okay.
No, I'm showing Jedi some love. I got a few minutes. I was gonna hop over here. No,
I got you, bro.
A few minutes of you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Yo, Watts, how you been, man? Family been good? Your kids been good? You been all right, man?
Yeah, listen, I got one of them over here over my shoulder trying to figure out what I'm doing right now. Why you on your phone? Why you on your phone, Daddy?
Oh, yes, the daughter. Oh, dude, the little girls. Oh, they gonna drive you, bro. You know, man. I spend time with my nieces sometimes, and they just be like, "Yo, Uncle Jay, can I go to the park?" And I'm like, "Did your daddy say you can go to the park?"
See, that's the benefit you have. That's the benefit that you.
Quiet after that.
Marcus, get in here.
You're not having kids. You could just go ask your daddy. If I don't feel like it, go ask your daddy.
Yeah. Technically, I'm the godfather, but even then, his rights come before mine. So if he said you can't go, then I follow, man. That's my brother. So don't you can pit me against him. That ain't gonna ever happen. We always have those conversations like that.
Sometimes as an uncle, you got to push back for the kids. You know what I'm saying? Because us as parents, we be so focused on like certain shit. Like when it comes to like, I remember a lot of times my father would be like, "No, y'all need to do homework. You gonna stay in the house, all that kind of shit." But my uncle would come around and, "Yo, like let me just have them for the weekend so they can go play some football." Like he would teach us how to retile bathrooms and shit like that. So sometimes you got to push back for the kids because kids still got to be kids at the end of the day.
Okay, bro. Okay. Now he's teaching you some real work. Yeah.
Oh yeah, like my uncle was so crazy. It was one weekend we was with him throughout the weekend. We built a shed for his backyard. We retiled his bathroom, and he completely took his motorcycle engine apart and rebuilt it back together. Like within one weekend, he showed me how to do all that shit. Like my uncle was fucking crazy. Like he was one of those type of dudes. Like my uncle was the type of dude. If you don't know how to, he's one of those type of dudes. Like if you're a man and you don't know how to use your hands, like you fucking up. Like every man should know how to use their hands.
Oh man, yeah, one of those.
One of them uncles, yeah, I respect that, man. My uncle taught me how to not just play sports and shit, like because I got put in basketball camp a lot, but also we actually knew what the hard work of gardening, like the trenches of like having to dig holes and shit like that. When you're trying to pave a freaking yard with dirt and shit, like trying to get a garden going. All that shit, like no. This is the hard part. The men got to do. The easy part is for the ladies. They got to don't worry. They got some shit. They got to put the plants in there. We ain't got to touch that shit because he said they're fucking particular with their shit. So just dig the things up, and then after that, you let them bury it. After that, you're good to go. So it's just kind of like teaching you how to manage a fucking yard, similar to that. But also, I like cutting grass. Especially when you have to drive, dude. When you don't have to pull lawnmower, because I used to have that for a minute. When you have the driving ones, the 4-wheelers, motherfucker, you go ham on that shit.
Yeah, but that's lazy. They be like, nah, you need to pull.
It's not lazy. It's just more fun. For me,
it's more fun.
Yeah, it's more
fun. Then it be all dirty. You still got to break it down, clean the carburetor, change the spark plug.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you get the blower and just blow that shit off the freaking street and shit.
It was fun.
And wait till people come and just rake that shit. Like, yeah. Send it with leaves. Oh, I know. Man, that's not hard work shit.
Fuck cutting grass. I still to this day hate that shit.
Yeah, because then my allergies. I feel like him. I don't mind doing it, but
I mean, yeah, it's like if it got to get done, it got to get done. But it's like man, I can't wait to be done with this shit. My arms is itching. My nose.
Yep. Your nose. Then the whole day you like
fuck sometimes, bro. But I'd be like, bro, if I can't do this, man, I'm a weak motherfucker. So I tell myself that to be like, hell no, bro. It just help me get done quicker sometimes. But when I get old, I'm like, nah, I ain't doing that shit.
Shit, old nigga.
Real. I'm like,
as soon as I get the payroll, I'm paying somebody to get that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
I'm talking about the payroll.
yo, Pablo, let me pay you real quick.
Every 2 weeks, baby. That's what I'm gonna do. Like, here you go, man. He on my payroll now, so we good. Oh, that's your boy over there. Yo, listen, your boy want to earn like 10 to $15. Yeah, get him over here.
Oh, word, that really is what I would do too. Because that's what I did. And when I was growing up, when I was a teenager, that's what I was doing. I was cutting fucking grass.
Like that, yeah.
And the whole neighborhood knew it. You know what I'm saying? Like it was. I grew up in a neighborhood on base, so like everybody knew each other and shit. You know what I'm saying? So they all knew all the other military people knew my pops. They knew I was out there cutting grass, so they knew to be looking for me on certain days. Like, hey, Watkins, make sure you send your son over there to come cut my grass for me and shit. So. Yeah, I'd be willing to. Hey, your son 14, right? Oh, cool. I just bought this brand new lawnmower. Have him come over to my crib every Friday. I'll give him $50.
Yep. Yeah, that's how it happened with me too. Yep. Man, how y'all boys make them backgrounds like Jamie, Luke? I like all that with the.
Oh no, I made that thumbnail for the background. For when I did the Street Fighter shit.
Oh, that's dope.
I decided to take separate pics and just make it into.
Man, you gonna have to show me how to do these podcasts, dog. Like, I'm into like web development, but I never use YouTube, man. I be want to have one for like science, one for martial arts, and all that other stuff I'm into. But that's cool, man.
No, definitely, man. Like I said, there's channels for that, and there's other cats here who work on it too and stuff like that, man. My man Wash had the Finesse Visions. I miss his shows. I know you're doing shit, but waiting for his shit to come back.
No, you Pops was just on my head today about it. We were just having a conversation about it today.
He said we just got on my ass for that shit. I'm like, hey man,
tapping out your head.
Huh?
Oh, go ahead, Wally.
No, I just said one thing. I just said whap and tap on your head.
Oh, probably because he ready to start getting shit done again, start doing content again. It's my schedule right now. So get ready. I can't never link with him like when it's a good enough time. So
no, I got you. I feel you on that, man. Like I said, like scheduling and shit like that. My shit ain't even straight half the time. Cause there'll be time he's doing the schedule this shit, right? I'm just be like, sometimes I'll be like, fuck it. The only thing that's consistent is a chill out. If I can get the other shit going, because sometimes some shit is just spontaneous.
All right, so random question: which one of y'all? How many of y'all waiting for that Stranger Things to drop today or later today, tomorrow?
I think it's Jared.
Drop today.
Hold on.
Stranger Things. What he said.
Stranger Things. It was the first of July, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh damn!
Yes, it is.
If I'm not mistaken. I would have to rewatch the trailer again, but I thought it was 1st of July supposed to drop.
I start off Stranger Things season 1 and 2, but I didn't get to 3.
Yeah, I have to go to 2. I mean, I think I've been finished all of 1. That was a while ago. I gotta finish 2, then 3, and then go right to 4. I know 4 is really good, but like I said, I'm gonna get to that one. Right now, I'm just watching The Boys. Right now, Boys comes up tomorrow.
I gotta watch that, man. They was watching that at school, man. I walked by.
That shit is fucking awesome, man.
That junk look good.
That is good. And I'm actually glad they don't shy away from gore and just getting lopping off heads. I actually like that.
Is it that good though? I heard this cat, man. He was like, Marvel ain't got shit on The Boys.
Yeah, tell that to Marvel and DC. But The Boys is different, you know what I'm saying? Like I never seen it, but I'm planning to see it. I got started with 1, 2, and I will get to 3.
Going right now, yeah.
And
plus, like I said, they're only 8 episodes each season, so you good, bro. That ain't nothing. They ain't like 12. To me, it's the same as the Viking series, which is really good, which I love, by the way, guys. Finally got to season 2. That shit's good. Like actual like Viking warriors going out there just taking shit. Yo, Ragnar's that dude. he's wild, but he a real one. Him and his boys. So yeah, so like that's one of those series that are on 12 episodes, but it's like 8 seasons. So another one, which I don't mind. I just tell people whenever you're trying to get into a series, just make sure you got a day off and make sure you binge it, because when you binge something, it's actually more entertaining.
Uh-huh.
I mean, and why I said Stranger Things, I got to catch up on that right there, because I'm like, everybody's talking about 4, and I'm like, I had to take a break from it, and that's one reason, because I'm like, I hate kids. I somewhat hate kids as main characters. Sometimes I do.
Say that one more time.
But yeah.
Jay, say that one more time, bro.
No. I said I sometimes hate kids as characters, sometimes as main characters, if they're not like grown-ups or some shit. Because I said with the rhetoric of everything, I'm like, sometimes some things are just one-offs, and I can take that. That's fine. Because I thought The Witcher was going to be a one-off. But no, of course I was going to have more seasons because it's based off a game. So I wasn't naive to think that it wasn't going to have another season. But with this, like Stranger Things is based off the Goonies. It's basically based off that exploring, suspenseful, dark shit. Like, yeah, except we make it darker here. That's what they're doing. They did this. Oh, and they did the same thing with. Everybody remembers that silliness of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. They did Sabrina the Chili Adventures, and that shit was dark as fuck on Netflix.
Oh yeah, they did. They did Sabrina differently. Yeah, they did it differently.
I like that.
But they did it differently.
That was like, damn, this is dark as shit. Goat shit.
No, the original Sabrina that I knew that I watched growing up was comedy with a talking black cat.
Talking black cat. This shit don't got that at all. This is like nah, motherfuckers. We the real deal over here. I'm like, damn. Damn. I was like, yo, I'm like, what was this when I was a kid? So, but yeah, it's just one of those things. Go ahead, Wally.
I've heard of this. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh, he's talking to shit. Hold on, Wally. There we go.
Sorry, what happened?
No, you had a chick in your background talking.
No. This is a video.
Oh.
Yeah, I was watching somebody's video.
Oh, okay. I got you. But okay. Just to knock out those things. What? You got any other questions for us? If I let Mr. V take it over.
No. I was about to say I'm about to hop out real quick. Got to go ahead and get this night wrapped up, get this kid ready for bed and all that. But I probably still be.
All right, man. I feel you, bro. Do what you got to do. What you got to do, man. Go be a father, bro.
Still be floating in the chat. Excuse me, couldn't get the words out. But,
damn, that's right. Y'all on East Coast. What it's about 10 o'clock over there, huh?
Yeah, it's
9 over here.
Well, I'm
9 o'clock. Yeah.
Homeboy must be in Midwest. It's 9. It's 7 over here, man. I'm in Arizona.
It's 7 over there for him. It's 10 over here.
Cali time.
It's 9 p.m.
Where you at?
That's why I fuck with. That's why I fuck with this YouTube shit, because everybody in such different time zones. Like, that shit crazy.
Yeah, and you can catch up with them, yo.
Mm-hmm. Nigga, like everybody, like you Pacific or Central, man. More often than not, trust me, you are way behind sometimes. Motherfuckers still ain't used to that different time. But brother Vertus, you wanted to speak upon the interracial dating thing?
Yeah, man.
Me and Wally and Jaron already said our piece on it. We'll let you your thoughts on it. Like, are you not are you for it, but more often than not, like, what are your thoughts on it? Do you like it? Do you judge other people who date interracial?
I'm glad you brought that up, because my last relationship was an African American sister, but that's cool. For me, you know how I am. For me, man, like me and Jay, we were like prior military. Probably you guys too. I don't know. I'll find out later. But just to remain on topic, I don't really have a problem with it. Only thing for me is mainly even with the white sisters, because I see some fine white girls. It's just I'm more concerned about their parents. mainly the father. Like it's usually one out of the other. It's a rare. It's rare that both parents are like you, but if it's one, I'd rather have it be the dad. You know, because most dads, all of us guys, we're gonna be protective about our daughters. Even if you was some pimp or player, you're gonna be protective about your daughter. So I just rather have like the dad be like, okay, I like the kid. At least he's trying to do his thing. On top of that, he's African American. He ain't selling no dope. He ain't doing nothing crazy, off the wall. But I don't see nothing wrong with it. It's just a lot of people outside of your relationship try to tear your wall down, just like if you date within your race. So people try to tear your walls down and try to get your business. So I feel like if you really like that person for the moment and you're trying to take it further to get like engaged, fiance, and marriage, go ahead for it. Like go for it. Who gives a shit? Go for it. Like don't let no one stop you. I think really people should date outside the race to just kind of have an idea to see what other human beings do. Because we're all human, but it is true. At one point, I didn't believe it, but it is true. Other cultures do other things. I mean, you might have that exception where you meet a cool ass white homie, like one I know, or a cool white sister, or whatever their nationality is, and they had the same thing in common. So really, that's what you're looking for. You're really looking for personality, that individuality. But a lot of people just look at race because sometimes they be like, yo, man, these niggas, I went to this company and these niggas weren't doing that, but just sitting at the desk. Okay, that's a true fact. But I'm like, shit, I done went to a few companies where shit, there's some white boys, there's some Asian. If you gonna bullshit, you gonna bullshit. So I think it's a good thing to really date outside your race. I prefer that all of us really do get married within our own race, but even me, who knows? I might not. And the only reason I say that, because whatever is more in you, your genetics, you might as well get with your significant other should have the same, I guess, the same genetic strain. So like, if you black and Japanese, strand, that kid, that guy or girl should get with someone who's black and Japanese, or they can choose to get with just a Japanese or a black. But love is blind, bro. Like, I know in the military, you've seen people who were mixed with like German, Italian, and French. I'm like, damn, they'll be confused, you know what I'm saying? But love is blind, So I really feel like it doesn't matter. It's really the people outside of your relationship or your marriage or whatever you want to call it, polygamy nowadays, monogamy, whatever the hell. But I feel like it's the people outside of the relationship that really brings us down sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's cool, man. I mean, you'll meet some white girls, they ain't even stay in the hood, but they either dated a brother, but hey, they act just like a sister because that's their culture, that's their persona that they adopted, and they not even trying to be like that. You know what I'm saying? I had a white homie, like my roommate. My roommate was black. He was in the National Guard. He introduced me to his white homie. I ain't gonna never forget. We sitting up here playing PlayStation. I promise you not. I was like, I don't know if I should say something to this nigga or get mad. I was so astonished and amazed how he used the word. Y'all already know what he said, but he used it so correctly and profound, like we in an English class. I was like, this nigga get an A. He was like, man, why you always walking around with no shoes on and shit, man? Because it's hot outside out here. It's like desert, like walking around with the beer and shit and the cigarette. You're not ashing, man. What the fuck, nigga? You could at least ash it in the trash can and not the ashtray. I looked at him like, this motherfucker use it the same way we use it towards being ignorant. But the only reason we look at them like that because of what this man's ancestor did years ago. Because when you think about it, it shouldn't even come out our mouth. Only reason we use it, the three of us, four of us, is because we black, we African American. So, or you mix, like if someone white and black, sometimes I've had friends who are mixed, interracial. Whole conversation on this topic, I feel like it can slide because they know about both sides of their lineage, or their history, or their bloodline. But I looked at home, I was like, damn. He's like, I know what you're thinking. I'm sorry. It slipped, but your roommate's the one. I've been knowing him for about 6-7 years. He's like, he don't mind. But I normally watch it for who I say around. But he's like, it just slipped. And I was like, damn. But the way he used it, and then he told me how he dated sisters and he been in a shelter. So basically, his pathway of his life was basically based on a lot of low poverty and meeting black people. You know what I'm saying? So it was more than just Eminem,
because Eminem was in the hood, but he was like living with blacks, doing stuff, eating our food. He basically adopted our culture. You know what I'm saying? That's like somebody black.
And he never once used the N word. A lot of people don't remember that. Never once used it.
Yeah, like
That's crazy.
Eminem, Eminem was not the first white artist that came into the game, because it was before Eminem. Like, you have Vanilla Ice, you have Snow, you have Tina Marie, you have John B at the time.
Yep.
And now you have Eminem. You know, like, it's not the first time you have white artists, and then people been all okay. Let me rephrase this, because so everybody else can understand. Let me start over and let me rephrase this. Before Eminem came to the picture, we have Vanilla Ice. We have Snow, that famous song that he did. And we have Tina Marie. We have John B. We have excuse me. We have Justin Timberlake before he was a boy band in NSYNC, that he went to a solo artist. And now we have Eminem. Rap artists and R&B artists, you know? Like the white chocolate, you know, the of R&B, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what bothers me, because some of the artists who are black, all they see is race and color. That because you see a white person who's doing R&B and doing hip hop doesn't mean you have to jump in this race car in this race war because you see a person who is not black. What the fuck's got to do with anything?
Once again, that's all societal norms, though. It's just planning. That's how it is. You know, they lock it, they knock it in your head. Now you traumatized with it. So like you can't even, as much as you can sit there and say it, it's like, yeah, on one point I agree, but at the same time it's like, well, this is what they indoctrinated with. What do you expect?
Right. So like let me start out with Tina Marie. Tina Marie like was the white female artist that Rick James recruited.
Right.
He made her a star. And so like her career was taking off. The two songs that I listened to, they were amazing. And people saying like people think like it's a black person, but it's not. It was Tina Marie. So like the songs that she made, okay, I'm trying to remember what song that she did. Like she did "I Need Your Lovin'" and Square Biz. Yeah, those are the two songs that I have on my playlist. People saying like it's a black person, but it's not. It's Tina fucking Marie. Tina Marie. And then we have Vanilla Ice. Vanilla Ice, like Ice Baby, and Ninja Rap was which I listened to that song a million times. Ninja Rap from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 soundtrack. Ninja Rap. Then I watched his movie that he did one time called Cool as Ice.
Mm-hmm.
Go Ninja, go! Yeah, we all remember that.
Oh man, he was dope, man. He did a great comeback after his fall off, man.
Yeah, he did.
He started flipping houses. He had that show for a minute.
Oh yeah, I seen that. That looked good.
Yeah, that was a good one.
And then we had Snow, where he did a song called "The Boo Boom Dad." Like do y'all remember that song? Like where he was rapping like okay, Jay, you gotta look it up on YouTube with that because I knew the song what Snow did, like that famous song that he did. Yeah, I know you guys remember this song because
like I said, there's a lot of songs for me to remember. Like I said, but most likely I might remember it. For the most part, if I look it up. So yeah.
Well, it's been a minute in my lifetime.
Bro, listen to some old school music I ain't listened to in a while.
Hold on, I can look it up on my phone so I can hear it. Hold on a second.
Make sure it's really, just make sure.
Make sure don't play too much of that. You get the shit.
They pick up the copyright shit. I hate YouTube.
I fucking hate the copyright. Hold on a second.
No, I got you. And I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm saying it's theirs.
Because
it's not even theirs. It's the company's fault. They'd be the ones crying about it.
They need to change their diaper or some shit. They fucking cry too much.
What?
Enforcer. Here it is. Hold on. It's on commercial.
Yo, Snow, they came around looking for you the other day.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember
you stop it right there. We good now.
Yeah, I remember, dude. I got that album. What was the name? Snow, right? Right, OC rap. Yeah.
Changed a lot.
See, that's the song I was talking about.
Yeah, I knew what you were talking about when you said his name.
No, I
He was dope.
Okay.
Okay, that was him. That was definitely
the song. Got tired of doing music or felt like they couldn't compete. They'd be like, "Yo, everybody liking this other cat instead of me now." And they just say, "Forget it." You know, that was like Ja Rule. He was hot, but when 50 came, since they was both from Queens, he kept trying to rag on him. But shit, it was like
for me, Netflix, they sound like they're rappers, but they're more like, but they're rappers. That's the difference.
Wait a minute. Do I regret missing someone? Oh yeah, the rap with the Beastie Boys. Beastie Boys.
Yeah, like R&B and rap. I'm like, nah, I can't show that. I have to play that at the end of the backstage. Because their songs just be sounding like. And the crazy thing is, they're the only ones I listen to in America right now. All I'm looking right now is Netflix right now. Netflix is good. That's the only good thing left here to listen to for me.
Okay. Let me bring up John.
Travis Scott had one good song that I like. The one from the Tenant. I love that shit. That's one of my favorites from him.
Yeah, let me bring up John B because like I remember I was a kid. I remember watching hi, hello Pan.
Yeah, Pan. You got it. Yeah, that was my sister. My sister just woke up. She probably was going to work right now.
So anyway, John B at the time when I was a little kid, I was listening to a song called They Don't Know. And the other songs that I never listened to, Are You Still Down? And I Do, like those one of his famous songs. And this album, Cool Relax, Don't Talk. Those were the two albums that he did, like where he was 3 albums. Okay, before Pleasures Be Like, before the album Cool Relax. It was his first album. Where was produced by Babyface.
Yeah.
The song that I listen to is Pretty Girl, Someone to Love featuring Babyface. Which I did not know that at that time, you know. And They Don't Know, like when my dad brought the album Cool Relax, They Don't Know, like I listened to that while I was a kid, like it was a really good song, you know what I'm saying? And then this what really hits me. John B, my man John B, has a preface with sisters. It's the true story. It's a fucking true story. I'm not lying to you.
Yo, we actually came back from it while he came back from a stream when Von Eric said there was some dude in history. He gave up his white his white woman with a black woman. How that funny? And he told me that shit. That was funny as fuck. I was like, wait, so he actually gave up his white sister for a sister, or a black sister? I was like, okay. No, and I mean that negative when I say that, guys. I'm talking about. I'm surprised he did that.
Well, what happened?
Some dude in here, I don't know who you're talking about. I think you're talking about somebody famous did that.
What?
And
One thing. What happened?
John. Well, I was talking about John B, the R&B artist at the time that I was explaining like that John B had his preference with a black woman, like with, and I was like, okay. So this is what really hits me because what he was doing music videos, people had this complaining about why John B has so many black women in his music videos because that's his type. Everybody has a type, you know what I'm saying? That's this type of woman that he like. You cannot just change that, you know what I'm saying?
Like we all.
All right, Vaughn, tell us the story.
Man, I'm like, I just go by if she healthy, you know, does she got a lot of illnesses in her body and her body? How's her family and generation? How does her family look? Because you're right, they be tripping. I'm like, shit, we still human. Everybody's still tripping on this color shit, bro. I think it's something totally deeper than what the fuck we think. You know what I'm saying? To be honestly, bro, I feel like Jay know, man. These brothers gonna get to know us more, man. Have them rolling. Honestly, bro, in the history books, I think even a white man didn't edit that shit, right? Because I hate to say it, bro. Like I told my homie here, I looked at him. I was like, look, you know what I really think? I really fucking think that we did that shit. Because how the fuck they taking all them people from Africa? Nah. And then me and you, all four of us on a boat, we get to an island or whatever. We don't know where to go. So we got to make some type of agreement with somebody. Gonna meet us here back here in like 42 weeks. Come back. I give you 200 people. Come on. For like guns, gold, diamond, rifles. Think about it, bro. Like we always looking at them for what happened, but slavery was going on well before that. Biblical times. You know, y'all don't believe in God or whoever does, you know, not to offend nobody. I do, but you know what I'm saying? Like we always looking at the 1800s, the colonial shit in the United States, but you got slavery everywhere, bro. You had some of the Moors, you had the black Muslims, Islam. You got people who took the blacks from East Africa. They went more to like what do you call it? Muslim, like Saudi Arabia, South Asia. Now, West Africa, a lot of them got brought to the Caribbeans, the Carolinas. But man, we always looking at it as whites. I'm like, what about us? And same way with Jay, he loves Japan. That's why I'm trying to hit Africa. I want to go to some places where they telling you this truth and they no longer ashamed of it, like Germany. Yeah, we did this. The Holocaust, they have museums. They teach their kids that they was a superior country. We got a dictator who was so headstrong, he fucking brainwashed us, and we almost exterminated a race. You know what I'm saying? We need to teach that with whites. Now, all of a sudden, after damn George Floyd and everybody, God rest his soul, peace be upon him, y'all want to knock down these Confederate statues. That's good, y'all taking them down, but we should have been having field trips. I didn't even see all them damn statues. The only person I seen was like Robert E. Lee, Abraham Lincoln. Kind of find out it was a Confederate statue almost in every damn state. Y'all should have had that in school for our ass. Who was this person? Teaching whites and black. That was not the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Instead, they just talk about the red and blue coats, everything about gangbanging in the United States, everything about white and black or red and blue. You know what I'm saying? And they should teach us something different. It's all they teaching us is about animosity. They're only explaining to us what took place, what the situation was about, and how it happened. They're not saying why it happened because they don't know. They just know that somebody lighter skinned took somebody darker skin from another country and enslaved us. But then when you go to Europe, I remember living in Germany, and I didn't stay on the military base. I stayed on the economy, like with the foreigners. So it was like a big ass apartment, and our tenant stayed on the bottom floor. We stayed on the top. He was like, "Yeah, your mother told me you guys from Chicago, yeah." And you know, there's many great black African architectures. One French guy building Chicago, yeah. I was like, what the fuck? You know, and all this stuff is true. I started researching as I got older. So the Europeans, they know what the fuck we can do or what we did. It's a lot of us who are naive, and we're no different than the rest of the world. We just want the jewelry, the hip hop, the Lamborghinis, and the big booties in the video. no matter what color they are, you know. And I really think it's messed up because it's teaching us the wrong thing, you know. And now we've adopted that, we've accepted it. And the only time we want to stand up and tear shit up is when somebody get beat down. Like it took us forever to have June 18th or June 19th, how you pronounce it. But
Juneteenth or some shit like that. I know
but yeah, Juneteenth. But we need to fight for other rights to have other holidays. So many whites out here was enjoying that we was off for that holiday. Whether they announced it out loud or kept it to themselves, they're like, oh, okay, I'm happy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Shit, if you want to go to work, go to work. But I was kind of happy. But what I'm getting at, we're so brainwashed. It was June 19th. And then the next day, not the day of, the next day we celebrated, at least out here in that school. But I was so used to just working and doing my thing, like it didn't even really affect me. I was like, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so what? You know what I'm saying? But that's what we need to do. And then when you do research, because there's a lot of Mexicans and Indians out here out west, especially Arizona coming from Mexico, the Cinco de Mayo, May 5th, all that was a Mexican war fought against the French, and the Mexicans won. I thought it was something even bigger. I mean, yeah, it's a great celebration. Your culture won, but damn, that was it. I thought it was like, you know, they got away, the border was free or some shit from Texas or whatever the hell. No, it was just a Mexican war fought against the French when they came over for Texas and Louisiana Purchase. And they made it a holiday, and you got brothers, sisters, Negroes, Japanese, every other race celebrating with them. We got plenty of laws, man. They know that. So every day something happened. Oh, in Texas, it was a hanging for like 300 people. Shit, we need to make that law for their families and shit. But nobody wants to stand and fight for that. You know, we too busy trying to get money to live. And that's what's sad, man. That's all we thinking about. You know, that's shit. That's pretty much the God on this planet. These dollar bills. I'm gonna let y'all talk,
why
man.
is that?
Go ahead, Wally. I want you to speak.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
But why is that? 'Cause that's what's being put in front of us. What else do you say? If you don't have time to worry about, look, I say it like this. You see my image right here? One of them got a clock on it. You know why? Because of time.
Right.
This is the biggest commodity that most black people don't have. They don't got time.
Right.
And to get time, you have to have the cash. Because the only other way you have time, you broke and you wasting it.
Exactly. You know?
So if you got the time, you can do the research. But my thing is, let's be real. Is that research earning you anything? No. So my thing is people are looking at their survival.
Exactly.
And since most of them can't survive, they got to keep thriving. And if they ain't thriving, what else are they gonna really pay attention to?
Oh my God, bro! Thank you, man. Amen, bro. What's your name, brother?
My name is Wally, but my channel's called Well Talks Production.
I'm gonna have to check you out, bro. I'm gonna have to check you out, Wally. That's how I feel. That's like now, man. I gotta drop out of school because the tuition's too high because I've been working. So I was on the dean's list and everything, same way me and you was, Jay, when I was in South University. But I thought about it. Hell, I was only between 19 and 25, so I didn't have many responsibilities. Here I am at 38. I'm like, man, I was doing good. I was working 2 jobs, but the hours, he said the key thing was time. If I'm working like 9 in the morning to 3 p.m., that's only 6 hours at an automotive shop. Then I take a shower, dip my hands in bleach because I've been changing oil. Then I started slinging pizzas from like 5 p.m. to 11 o'clock at night. But I was able to do homework. When I start working something like this warehouse job, it's like an Amazon. We make cardboard boxes for all type of companies. I'm working from 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. So I'm getting rest. And then on my off days, shit, I'm sleeping for 6, 7, 8, 10 hours, bro. I never did that. When I wake up, this is what we do procrastinate as the black man. So once you do one bad thing, it makes you look bad. So I'm going to a friend house, or I'm coming to visit y'all with some beers, you know what I'm saying? Then I stay there for 2, 3 hours. Then I open the laptop. Then I do my work. So it's like on my free time, I have to sacrifice and devote all that time to homework. Some days I did it, but for the most part, it was more days where I did not. Because like he said, the time and the money, I had to pay bills, this, and the third. I had to pay for my dormitory fee. And it's like he said, if you got all this time in your hands, the average person, we're going to be kind of broke or just head above water like us right now. We on a budget. You know, if you're going to work and shit, you don't have no time to do nothing but just grind, you know, and It's crazy, man. And when I look at these people now, because how all of us around the same age, sort of like we look at our parents' generation and behind us, yeah, it was a white man, but now it's blacks in the same position as them, bro. And it's like all we doing is
Nothing to
working.
help them.
All we doing is working. One day I was looking down at the ants. I see how they just work. I don't even think they work together. They just work. But then I thought about us at an aerial view from an airplane. That's how we look. All these cars and people homeless on the street. We just walking around just to work, just to get what we need to get, man. And it's crazy. It's no excuse. I'm not saying we can't we can't get out of position that all of us are in. But for the most part, 95% of us possibly could be us. If we don't even change our habits, all we going to be doing is working.
Yeah, and
You know
also
what I'm saying?
Eric, I do want you to get a chance to speak, and thanks for coming on up, brother.
Oh, no problem.
Yep.
No, I just wanted go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. I want you to speak. That's cool.
First I want to say hi to everybody. Blessings too. So
Salute.
all on the chat.
What's up,
Yeah,
man?
about y'all ever heard of John McCain, the senator?
Yeah, John McCain. That's who you were talking about. Go ahead.
He from Arizona.
Yep. John McCain grandfather, his great grandfather, left a white woman and then married a black woman, and that's why they got two sides. They got a black McCain's and a white McCain's. It was on 60 Minutes.
Yeah, John McCain, a white woman.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, and
he said Nigerian.
And he had a separate. The father did a separate family. That the brother, John McCain's brother, he still goes to the black family at every family reunion. They got him on film dancing and all that stuff like that. Mingling with him. Yeah.
Dedicated. Okay,
Yeah,
I like that.
Just so bushy in the way.
Yeah, but they thought. Remember when he ran for president the first time against Bush? It was said that he had a black child, but he does have a black child, but she's adopted. She's from Panama. But his son just married a black woman also.
Oh, that's good.
He has two sides.
Okay.
It was
that's awesome, bro.
That's awesome, man. I ain't see nothing wrong with it, man.
And black women are love. Get out of here. I tell people all the time, like black women.
We
are
all
love,
black, so first black women always gonna be love, you know. Now they get mad. They be like, "Why he with her?" Well, if you ain't got no kids and you not married, then come holler at me. But you know what I'm saying? You didn't tell me then when you were single, you know.
Right now, John.
I like no black woman now.
There's another senator named Strom Thurmond. You can look this up too. He lived to be 100 years old on the Senate. He was the longest Senate, and now he had a black child. Now, while he was running for office and president, he was teaching segregation, not knowing that the whole entire time his first child is a black woman. Matter of fact, when he was doing the things in Congress, she used to come to the Capitol to pick her allowance up every month.
As a matter of fact, I think he's South Carolina, Jay.
Yeah, South Carolina.
Yep.
And people that was his daughter, but yet it didn't get out to everyone. Is that my mic?
Yeah, I think that was yours. You're good.
Yeah.
I hear it again.
Hmm.
No. Who is that now? Because he was just muted. Is that you, Vertus? Vertus.
So that wasn't Vaughn, it was Vertus.
That wasn't Vaughn, that was Vertus.
Oh, okay.
No, Vaughn, you're good. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's a art because matter of fact, she was on 60 Minutes too, talking about why she felt that her father was saying all those things, but yet he had a black child. But I like what y'all was saying as far as we need to uplift our black people as far as what they're doing. This is this black woman. She owns a company called Black Backstage Capital. She invested $100 million in black businesses and diverse businesses, and especially dealing with a lot with the women. And she has a website where she started out in her car and ended up starting a virtual a hedge fund that no one actually promote or no one actually talks about.
And to that point, that I want to just add to real quick, because I remember I was on TikTok, right, and I was seeing this black brother talking about, a certain president or someone in the high orders of our society, and he had some black kids. I didn't even know this. Like, I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, and all these kids that they showed up on this video, literally, I guess they had did, some checks and trying to see who's in their family bloodline and all that, and eventually they realized they were linked to this dude. I was like, what the? So yeah, a lot of these higher up officials, they literally be linked to these black kids, but they don't be saying it nor confess it.
Yep, that's true. Absolutely true. Yeah. I mean, Jimmy Carter is related to what's his name that started Motown? Berry Gordy. They first cousins. They cousins. The Gordy side is what's been the black side. Well, mixture, but his mother had black in her.
That's what's up. The more down the bloodline it goes, like you can see there's actual black history within that. Whenever you're merging two families like that, like I said, you have double things to discover about yourself. And I would say you are special in that regards because you come from two different lineages that have like a wide history that you can study. So I've always said, like, us as people overall, stop fighting over each other for stupid shit. It's really what it is. Superficial, unimportant shit, to be honest. The important shit, yes. Don't fight each other with that. Work together to get that. After that, I mean, maybe not. I mean, we don't have to. I'll say this: we don't have to be in relationships with people who don't want relationships with us. It's that simple. We can just help the community if we want, but overall, for me, it's just a matter of like how I'm going to raise my kids at. That's why I'm working my ass off to the point where I don't have to worry about, where my kids are going to get raised up at.
Right.
Like I said, I'll be in Japan. I'm staying there forever. Once I get down there, I have my permanent job, and I'm like, I'd rather them get taught in school where they won't get shot at, and also both my kids are going to learn the Black history and their Asian history. Why would I devoid them of both, of not learning both?
Right.
Because I want them to know both of where they come from and also why your mother's with me,
right?
And why I'm with your mother. Simple enough. Those questions will come at one point.
Right. Make sure you go to that. It's a black person, a couple started a soul food restaurant in Japan.
Oh yeah. I actually got that. I got the notification today.
Oh,
yeah. I didn't know that. Yeah.
Let me know how that is, because they said they said everybody.
They've been there for 30 years. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me know how that is.
No, definitely, man. I actually let the comment. I'm like, I can't wait to try. I said I can't wait to try it when I get down there.
Yeah.
Trust me, that's on the list to go to.
Yeah. Let me say this because, like, like I'm attracted to Filipinos, and I always want to go to the Philippines because, like, I have no intention to stay here in America for the rest of my life, like, including Chicago. You know what I'm saying? In the future, I just want to raise my kids, like, overseas, and I wanted to explain them about their cultures and between Filipino culture and the Black culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want them to teach them who they are, where you came from, and how I met your mother at the Philippines. I loved your mother so much. That's why I want to explain to them. I wanted to teach. I want my kids to be successful, not to throw their lives away. You know what I'm saying?
So
Like,
how did your wife? Because that's real interesting. Because one of the business person that I really like, he owned Beatrice Food, the black guy, first black person to own a $1 billion company. His wife was Filipino, and she has interviews I thought was real interesting. I like the way her culture was and how she explained her culture. Because she was close with his mother and said that that's not my stepmother or my mother-in-law, that's my mother. So where did your wife, was she raised in a certain culture and that's what attracted you to her, or what?
Well, Vaughn, I'm not in a relationship yet. Well, that is a whole new level that we need to talk about because in the future, like if I have a wife who's Filipino, you know what I'm saying? Like I just want to raise my kids here in the Philippines, you know. But in America, like no, that's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, but when the time comes, like we should go to America. Like I said, I want my kids to be successful and have a good life, not to throw their lives away and not to get in any trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want that with my own kids.
Right, because my mom, she lives in Thailand, and she been there for about 5 years. But it's a different atmosphere, a different culture. What attracts you to the Philippines? The culture or the people?
Everything, because I never been in the Philippines in my life. I never traveled before. The Philippines will be my first target to travel, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, the culture, the people, the beach, the women, no offense. But you know what I'm saying? Like I always wanted to go there since day one, and that's will be my first. And then in the future I will travel to other different countries, you know what I'm saying? Like so I want the Philippines will be my first to travel, you know what I'm saying? And so like I love everything about the Philippines, you know what I'm saying? Like I love it. It's kind of like paradise. Philippines is like paradise.
Oh, okay.
Like the beach, the island, the everything, you know, like us the ocean, that the the culture, the people, and everything.
Are you
And
going to be able to eat the? Cause they eat dogs as one of their delicatessen. Though, are you going to be able to eat that or no?
okay, I don't want to bring up. I don't want to bring up the foods. And I don't want to offend. I don't want
Oh,
to offend
no,
everybody.
no, I wasn't offended. I was just, are you going to be able to do that? No, because I know. So I used to work with a couple of Filipinos, so that's why I was like wondering, are you going to be able to do that, or no? You don't see yourself doing it.
Well, well, actually, I wanted to try any food that they want me to try. I'll give it a try.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, it wasn't a being offensive. It was just something that I was wondering would you um dab into that because a lot of people would. Some people would. Some people.
Yeah, I tried Chinese foods and Mexican foods like tacos and nachos and every type of food, and you know what I'm saying? Like every food they want me to eat, I'll eat, and I will give it a try. If it's good, it's fucking good.
Right. Hey, no problem. Hey, if what's that guy who just died that goes everywhere eating everything? I forgot his name. But hey, he tried. That's what he does. So
Mm.
no, that's no problem. Hey, I think that's something. Are you going to do a YouTube channel because that's something that we don't see a lot on YouTube.
Damn, Wally.
As far as us traveling,
Hold on, Vaughn. I'm trying to hear what you had to say, but Wally's background I can hear it. But what you were saying, Vaughn?
or I don't know, but are you going to do a YouTube channel because you don't see that when it comes to people that look like us travel and look at different cultures and the history. I know there's one guy I'm subscribed to him called Ace. He goes to Mimosa with Latin countries. But are you going to do a YouTube to show us the history and the things that's in the different culture that you at? Where you going?
Well, in the future, like I will do a YouTube video, but it's not gonna be on my main channel on this one, you know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna be another channel that I created was my third channel because I will talk about the culture, you know what I'm saying? Like it will might be happening in the future, but I'm not finna rush it. But I'm gonna talk
You have a
about
channel, you didn't say nothing.
um okay, well anyway, so yeah, like I will talk about cultures and everything, you know, in my other channels that I created. But like I said, I'm not gonna rush it. I'm just gonna take my time, and then you will see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Like My third channel is gonna be all about live streams. Live streams only.
I got you. I wish you all the best, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's good to see us doing things like that, traveling and putting it up so people can see and act and say, you know what? We do travel. We do go on boats. We just don't go on cruises. We have our own boats. We have our RVs, and we travel and we teach while we travel, and we show different cultures, different history within the culture, foods, and things like that, which I think is very educational for us to see that.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's how it be.
Mm-hmm.
And like
now
I
you
said,
had a channel. You didn't bother to say nothing, Gerard.
Wally, go ahead.
No, I'm saying to Gerard. I didn't know he even had a channel. He could have said something.
That's what he said. You know you had a channel.
Yes, I do. I do got a channel, but that my name, I do have a channel, my main channel, but it's not going to be this channel because I'm going to do something different on my main channel. I have a second channel and a third one because the second one, the second channel will be my
I got more than all of you.
My second channel is going to be about vlog. My vlog channel will be my second channel. Is going to be cinematic vlog, like a movie style look, and my third channel is going to be like live stream.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Well, I've subscribed.
Yeah, you
I
guys
would subscribe to that too.
Yeah, I would definitely.
Guys, we got 10 minutes left, and then I'll wrap it up after that. Normally I always let it go to 11:30, but I'm just going to 11 tonight. But any topics you guys want to talk about in 10 minutes, or anything you like to personally speak about, sure, feel free to share.
I just want like to know Wally have a channel, because if he does, I would like to.
Yes, I do.
He definitely does.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm reconstructing my channel right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I won't be smart when I say that. So trust me, he definitely. When I say he definitely does, like he does. Trust me.
Oh,
that's why he acts the way he does, because he's very sporadic sometimes. It's his personality.
Hey, still be Brian or
Personally, I love it.
Right.
He's alive when he speaks to me. When he's quiet, like you. Sounds like a freaking snail.
Okay. Yeah, I appreciate it. Well, whenever you have it up, man, I would love to join, because I like.
I mean, you can join now. It's just like I still have my videos up there because I'm still like going through it as far as giving myself watch time hours off of it through my other side piece boot channels, just to give it some watch time hours. But other than that, for the videos that are still there, I'll eventually drop them off and then put the newer videos up. So that's what I'm just working on now.
Oh, okay. Well,
but,
if you put in a private chat for me, I join the link.
Yeah. I would say just put it in the private chat. Yeah.
Yeah, let me put it in. Other than that, I'll be having some other channels up in the meantime.
Yeah, during the backstage when the live stream ends, we normally stay in the back so we can just either watch something or talk about more stuff. So you're welcome to join us in the back too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So things that I can't say, I can say now fully on my chest out and shit. So yeah, but I want to. Let me think. So I guess we're getting it a little bit early. I know I said 10 minutes, but first of all, shout out to everybody for being here to Chill Out 30. We really had a good conversation tonight. And I said I wanted to be big, so we did get some new people on, and also Von Eric and my brother Vertus, which he's my real brother in real life. That's my graduate. That's my college buddy, but like that's actual brother, part of my family, actual family member. He's good people. He's an intelligent brother. I'll be honest, one of the first intelligent black brothers I ever met outside of a freaking high school freaking frame. And he was I was like, bro, I never knew smart black brothers existed. Never knew they existed. That's when I changed. That's when the change happened right there. That brother over there. So, I always give him his credit. I always give him his due. All that shit. Von Eric, thanks for coming up, brother. It's your first. This is the first time anyone new has come on up that I met from another stream just right off rip. So I really thank you for showing up and actually sharing some knowledge and wisdom, which is really good to hear. Don't hear a lot of good brothers talk positive a lot. I hear a good few, but not a whole lot. Right. So you're one of the very few, which is cool because I need to hear more of that instead of like some anger, hate shit. Just crazy, man.
Right.
Yeah. So it's really good to hear your perspective. And Wally, we love you, man. You funny as hell, similar to Marcus. I don't know how, but you are. And and more often than not, man, like I said, you come in with different waves of perception, how we perceive things. Whenever you're trying to break something down, I appreciate that critique, my buddy, because I'm a super analytical motherfucker. At the time, so I am sometimes. Because trust me, when I'm on my shit, I'm on my shit. When I'm not, I just be like, y'all got it. I can't say nothing today. But no, but all in all, my man Gerard, I appreciate you starting the topic with us today. This was awesome. You got my man Grover in here speaking. Shout out to my man Grover, THPP Network, awesome. And shout out to, like I said, shout out to Jaron for getting us on the topic. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
What you had to say, and always honored to have you here, man. Like I said, I didn't get enough of you coming on my streams because I know always saw you at Passport. Our man IP Passport, of course, because we support the brother and everything. It's always good to be on the show so we can speak a little bit. But but like here it's more free range, so you can speak more as much as you want here. That's why I say I don't have to restrict anybody's thoughts. Like I said, nobody will police you on my channel, so you good. Don't worry. Just follow the rules and you all good. Same applies to me. So, guys, with that being said, I hope you guys all enjoyed this freaking live stream, this Chillout 30. Like I said, we gave to you. We had a really good topic. We talked about sports. We talked about freaking interracial dating, relationships. We talked about how we can improve in some way we did when we talked about our people, all that stuff. And at the end of the day, man, we connected and not got each other's nerves and just freaking talked. Simple enough. That's why it's called the Chillout, guys. We don't come here to argue. It's really, we can debate each other's points. Our arguments is fine, but as long as you don't get stupid with it, is what I tell people over here. And Vaughn clicked right in. When he got in here, he clicked with the vibe. So I like that with cats don't go overboard or they trying hard. Like this cat just came in and just chilled. Same thing with my brother. He already has a chill voice, so he fits in right away. Same thing with my man Watts. Same thing with Grover and everybody else. Jaron and Wally, you got a little bit more of a voice. Yeah. My bad. Yeah, Jerron, I got you, bro. And I told Wally, I'll be like, yo, bro, you got the biggest voice out of everybody, but you ain't stupid. That's the difference. Yo shit, you're getting a point off. All in all, guys, hope you guys enjoyed our little camaraderie we had all day. Enjoyed the 2 hours and 48 minutes of this freaking stream. All in all, guys, me and the guys are gonna talk behind the scenes. Enjoy this outro and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And also look forward to the next. If I don't know if we'll be able to do it tomorrow, but we might have an animated night talk tomorrow, depending if I get off early enough. And,
we're supposed to do that.
And also if my sister joins too, because I kind of want to have her on so she can speak again. Get her full on takes out, and just overall, like I said, it's family. It is what it is. So all in all, like I said, you guys be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and be sure to share the video too. That always helps. First, to spread the freaking the message or like the conversations that we're having, that black men have together and things like that, because I think it's very healthy and positive to hear these things. All in all, y'all have a good night. I gotta freaking chill because I got work tomorrow, but also I gotta show these cats some shit behind the back scenes. So peace out. Y'all have a good night.